This is
content.
Look at all these feckin' PS2 games. Aha, now I've piqued your interest. Yes, yes. Would you like to come up to my room and look up some PS2 ISOs, madam? Yes, true gentlemen never die. Why don't you, audience member, come with me into my room in this rare nighttime recording of This Is Content in order to look at some PS2 ISOs. What's an ISO, you're probably asking? I don't know. Look, these files, I got them from Alien Spaceships. I've got all these files, okay? Remember that itch.io series I did? This is like that, but for PS2 games, okay? Because the last 2 times I came into my ISOs collection and played a game, it was this one, and they were among the best games I've ever seen. And I've got loads more. Half of them are in these 7 zip files that I've never even unpacked. So, what's Simple 2000 Series Volume 105 Made Fuku to Kikanju? Oh, the subtitles are going to be a problem. Nice subtitles. Nice subtitles. The title screen was in English. I had high hopes here, okay. I mean, basically it's really good. The only problem is we didn't really get up to speed with the plot there, did we? I feel like I don't understand the context. Why am I running around the streets firing a machine gun? There's a sort of, I don't know, like a kinship one can feel with like the other person in the world that's seen this before. Did you? Oh, you can jump. Do you know what I mean? Playing something like that nobody in say the country I live in has ever heard of. You feel like you're somehow special. Like this is a human experience that somebody had somewhere else, and we're reliving it here. My maid has no bullets in her fucking machine gun, and it's causing an issue. What are the controls? Oh, what have I done? I solved the problem, that's what I've done. And there are some bullets. There must be a reload button. What is that? Discovered some other random combo. Maid style B. What? Well, anyway, to continue the point I was making, I hope you feel special to have now witnessed this thing that I'm showing you. This was made to be seen, to be experienced. And now you've experienced it. Back at it again with literally the most generic possible commentary that can be said. Like, you've probably heard commentary before and thought, well, that was pretty generic. What if somebody just said, you're experiencing something? Now that's commentary. I could apply this commentary to anything. I'm so goddamn sweaty right now, guys. It's the middle of the night. It's so hot. And I'm playing this weird-ass PS2 game. What an experience. What a time to be alive. Billions of humans died to get us here. Now, they didn't think they were dying to get us here, but that's what actually happened. I hope they don't find out that it was all for this. This is what I'm doing with the civilization that you built for me, past people. We stand on the shoulders of giants, and we play maid shooters, whatever the hell this is. Hey, I'm doing something here. Don't interrupt. It's very important. Maid style S. Does that do anything? I'm still being run over by a helicopter. Doesn't matter how stylish I am, does it? We're learning harsh life lessons here as a maid. No one has any respect. Come on, get over here. You brought a helicopter to a sword fight? No. Yeah, well, I brought my Victorian maid outfit to a helicopter fight. And I'm winning. Rules of nature. Has anyone else played Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance? It was a spiritual successor to Simple 2108, Volume 108 Maid Shooter. I don't know. We've actually done it. This is way better than Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance. And now it's going to rank me Maid Style S. That's what I thought. Not too bad. I'm very interested in this game. Look how long the title is. Tier Ring Saga Series, Berwick Saga, Lasberia Chronicle, Chapter 174. It's time to jump in. For ages, war has raged across this land. Well, that was the last 173 chapters covered. Don't worry about it, to be honest. You know, just some bullshit's happening. That's the plot. 173 chapters of holy war between ancient empires, and they're just still going. But maybe now, with the hero's journey, we'll find a small item that's shiny, kill God, and solve the problem. Why is my hair wet? Surely I'm not that sweaty. What? Like the tips of my hair are wet. How humid is it in here? Oh, I'm having such a difficult time remaining alive, guys. It's so hard to be alive for even like moments. Everything's going wrong. Well, maybe once this game starts, my life will get a lot better. So far, I've seen thousands of contextless images of basically nothing. I'm so pumped. This game could be anything at this stage. What even is it? Is it going to be like a strategy game? I'm guessing it's a really long JRPG, and the first 10 hours are going to be a young farm boy looking for a brick in their village. You know the thing, JRPGs don't like to buck the trends, especially in the past. I guess that's where the trends are from. We're in the past. Oh shit. Well, it goes on. This cutscene's still going. Is everybody following the plot in the scene so far? Did you see the characters? They're fighting a dragon. There was an archer earlier. Many people are outside and indoors, a variety of locations. A variety of filming styles as well, and even a variety of aspect ratios. It's cutting between all sorts of different things here. I mean, this all looks great. Loads of fantasy action. I feel like I've played the entire game. I saw it all, just generally speaking. Tier Ring Saga, Berwick Saga, Lesberia Chronicle, Chapter 174, brackets, fuck you. Version 2.3 as well. Yeah, nice localizing. Okay. I mean, you sort of localized it, except the alphabet part of the name input. I guess, when you see a game you've never heard of in the Western world, it's probably because it wasn't very localized. There it is. It's April of the Varian calendar 616. You know how it is with the arbitrary date system, arbitrary calendar system, contextless map. The long-standing Fort Sakura finally fell to the Empire. Yeah. Is this an AI-generated story? This is back in the past when stories were AI-generated by humans, by just making them really normal. Who are you guys, by the way? Who am I? Why am I up here in space looking at all this? An alliance of 24 nations did some bullshit there. They got some huge-ass UN stuff. 24 nations. I feel like, as a world-building connoisseur, you need to get into the politics of how a 24-nation alliance even functioned. Anyway, now they're disorganized and scattered. The front slowly crumbled away. The 24 nations agreed that everyone will take turns in battle, and everybody will divide the battlefield into 1 by 1 meter squares, and each person will stand in each square, and each person can only move 4 squares at a time. You know how it is in the past. They besieged the capital of Valentine. Good. You know, it might have been better if we did start off as the peasant kid looking for a brick in a village. Because telling me this vast amount of lore, normally I'd be like, I really want to know this. But there are too many characters. The 24 nations, and they fought for 100,000 years, blah, blah, blah. Why don't you introduce these people as they enter the plot and then tell us their backstory? Volcans was surrounded. What's that? Is that me? Oh, sorry, I walked into the wrong door. I was just looking for a brick. Would you like a call to adventure? Did you know that Valentine's fall was inevitable? If only we had one more brick. It writes itself. Calling it now, there's no game. Calling it now. This never stops. That's what I'm going to call it. I sit here for hours, and this cutscene just keeps changing as the 500,000 nations of the fantasy world gradually conquer and kill each other in their endless wars. And then on the 174th hour, it's like, and this is where you come in. Sometime later, Margrave Bernstall sent his son, who led Sinon's knights, on the arduous journey to Navia I wonder if I'm going to be any of these characters that it's mentioning. We've had about 50 characters go by so far. Is everybody writing this down? Because they're not going to tell you this again, that's for sure. You better remember this. It is here that our saga begins. Oh, alright, so what was all the other bullshit you were talking about? Why didn't you start at the beginning? Long before the beginning, there was some other bullshit to go over for a while. Can we just start at the beginning next time? Oh, okay, we made it past the cutscene. Want a reason to fight. My brick, it's gone. Okay, here we are, we're in the village. I quite like the little graphic effects. It reminds me of Fire Emblem. Maybe this is a Fire Emblem clone. Father, we must flee. They took my eyes. The deserters are headed straight for us. How do you know that, blind Billy? So it's come to this. And come to this I have. 10 tutorials. No. Tell me about the victory and loss conditions. I bet I can just guess. Let's just go. Oh, where's the get out of the tutorial? No. Fire Emblem, but with hexes and conditional turn order. Is that what it is in the top right? Woo-wee. This is actually good. Wait a minute. This is actually good. Guard him. I can guard forwards at the unit in the choke point. Ooh, the turn-based attack. This is better than Fire Emblem. It also looks better than Fire Emblem, like old Fire Emblem anyway. Yeah, this is very Fire Emblem-like. They've stolen stuff down to some of the minute details, like avoid-based tiling things and selecting a weapon from an inventory every time you attack. Kill that guy with no eye. It's pretty good. 13 experience. He stole his shield. Kanto. Utilize unused movement after acting. He has a special ability. Probably because he's a cav unit, right? Oh my god. I'm overcome by how good this is. Okay, I expected it to be real trash considering they gave it like 4 titles. I thought they were trying to hype themselves up with those 4 titles back there. Yeah, it's just Fire Emblem but a bit better. That's fine then. That's fine. Very acceptable. Game design approved. Stamp on it. I like this guard thing, that one character can actively guard another character, and also it's sort of interesting that it's hexes as well. Normally I'm not a hex fan, but you know, Fire Emblem's normally squares, so it is a bit different to be hexes. Godless Tactics 2, I'm going to steal tons of ideas from this game. This is how you do it. I don't like this though. When you select a unit, it brings up this menu. I heavily think when you select a unit, it should presume that you want to move it first. And when you're here, you should press a different button to open up that menu if you want to not move it, so that you can go zip, zip, zip and move across. And this as well, item and wait. No, I don't know about that. Skeptical of some of the user interface choices in something Chronicle, something else Saga, something else Chronicle, something else Saga, chapter 557 billion.3 version 2.3. Let's kill one more enemy just to prove that it's possible. Attack, rapier. This guy's a spearman. Does that mean in the Fire Emblem weapon triangle thing you'll have an advantage? Probably not. We can press triangle to look at all the stats. There's something happening there at the bottom. There's probably some sort of quote-unquote element system where different weapons are better against each other. Let's just ignore that. Reese attacks. And nothing goddamn happened. He counterattacks. Nothing goddamn happened. I attacked again. And nothing goddamn happened. What? Okay, that was incredibly disappointing. Nice. It's also mercilessly easy, like in Fire Emblem as well. Good stuff. But the enemy can't really damage you. Good. Really enjoying this game. We've got to stop now because I'm not going to make you watch me play a 500,000 hour turn-based strategy RPG. If you're tearing your ring, something's gone terribly wrong. Oh my, you wait 2 seconds and it goes back into that ambiguous, pointless cutscene. The next title looks completely generic. I say looks, sounds completely generic. This one's called Shadow of Destiny. And that's it. The title literally ends after the X of Y title format. You could have at least 2 more titles after that. Minimum 2 more titles. And at least one number somewhere. And if it's the first game in the series, just throw a number in anyway. Just say 174. Just throw a number on. We're here in like France or something. This guy's not happy about it. He flicks his hair back and forth, walking down the canals, the sewage canals in France. Oh my god, it became very loud all of a sudden. He was run over by a horse. This was the shadow of his destiny. He just died. He died in the prologue. But maybe that wasn't my destiny. Are we going to go back in time to stop that from happening? Is that why it was showing a clock? Guys, look how media literate I am. I don't know, you got sent down to hell with the grandfather clocks. Really different to how the Bible described it. You should see the random shit that gets thrown down here. They're keeping with the quote-unquote times quite literally. Satan has a very, soft voice. I think he might be British as well, you know how it is. He's going to give me a digipad. Yeah, hell's really been updated. They got loads of cool new shit in hell now. It's just fine. Hey, look, I'm actually playing the game. I don't know, I've been sort of traumatized into expecting I'd never get to do anything. Let's pick up the digipad. Please don't trigger another cutscene. Please. Yeah, it did the classic Japanese game trope. 2 seconds of gameplay just to prove to you that it's a game, and all you have to do is take 1 step forwards and then it goes back to the plot. There was no reason to cut to gameplay there whatsoever. We're out of hell. We might still be in hell. We're at the cake store. There's hell of a cake store. The cake store in hell is kind of on the way up. It's by the stairs. So you want to take a cake with you if you're going up? Leave your brass bits and bobs in the box here. Oh, you're going up, are you? Oh, sorry, I thought you were coming back in. Right, you want some cake then, won't you? Have a bit of cake. We wake up. So the devil sent us back in time so we can not die. I wonder if they mocapped me picking up and drinking this thing of tea. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Probably not hand animated, right? Probably mocapped that. Good use of money, I expect. So he drinks the tea. Oh, it was coffee. It was coffee. He's going to put the money down for the coffee and walk out the door. Oh, very good. Really jumping right back into the action after the devil sent us back in time. To be honest, I don't have any ideas about what to do or what this game even is. Okay, what do I do? Okay, don't die. All right. This little corridor reminds me of that part in Metal Gear Solid 2. Just after you get the bomb disposal thing. Anyone else have memories? This reminds me... Oh, a cutscene. I was going to say, it reminds me of a point-and-click adventure game, but without the pointing and clicking. I say there's a cutscene. What was that cutscene? Okay, it was nothing. Good, right. That saves time. So yeah, we're looking around, with no idea what to do, no idea what to interact with, or where anything is going, or what the game even is. Reminds me of playing a point-and-click adventure. This is really, really like that other thing. What was it called? The game that that literally has me in it that I've forgotten the title of. It's like that, but better. Okay, that's the edge of the world map because there's a dog. But you're running around, you're a guy. It sort of feels a bit more like a game. It's like Silent Hill as a point-and-click adventure game. Not particularly Silent Hill. Moderate background, noise hill. What do you want? 30 seconds lost, okay? Fucking time vampires, taking my time. I'm going to die today. I don't have time for you to be harassing me about harassing you. Okay, there was an invisible door. Or was there? Oh. 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 What was that? Okay. That was quite literally nothing. Every now and again it plays this cutscene of literally nothing happening. Is it every time that happens there's a chance that that's when you'll get shanked? Is that what they're doing with that? There must be some purpose to that.
I guess this is as far as I go.
Oh. I really thought I could open the door. What do you mean? If I go to the past, maybe I can gather a group of people. Okay. What? There's nobody exists in this timeline, I've decided. The only way to not be alone when the killer confronts me is to travel to another dimension using my iPad.
You want me to come to the square at 2:30?
Yes. And now back in the original timeline, the old lady is here. So I guess we just stand here? Right. Sort of pick you up. All right, Stabfest, it's just you and me. I ain't dying today. My legs are so long. Aren't there 4 torso lengths below my legs here? Wait a second. How many? Never mind. 3, 2, 1. Stand. Oh, I get stabbed in the back. Oh, I should have stood in front of her because I get stabbed in the back. Oh, back in the cake shop. Okay, right. We basically failed, and you can't skip this cutscene. Never mind. Well, I thought that was an interesting game. I don't know how to solve it, but I felt like it would be interesting to sort of work your way through that and try to work out how the time mystery all fits together in some way. I guess I don't know what this is. Eternal Poison. We're going to play Eternal Poison USA undub. I mean, if you don't like dubs, you're going to love this. The camera is isometric, so if you press up on the D-pad, it goes to the right. Ooh. Ooh. Excuse me. When you attack the enemy, it plays a cutscene, and it has to load it as well. You can capture the enemy. Yeah, that's a pretty cool mechanic. It says if you kill the enemy by more than like 33%, if you overkill them, you can capture them and then summon them in battle or throw them into Khemia, whatever that means, for bonuses. I don't know who you are, Khemia, but I will take your bonuses and I will throw any life form you like into you to receive those bonuses. Animations. Off. No. I will not exit without save changes. Boom, this game just got way better, and you can capture the enemies and summon them in battle. Seems like a pretty good grid-based, turn-based thing, except for the camera angle and the way it's changing how the stick works a bit. Unlike any game like this, it's also kind of annoying to play. Like in that, oh god, like how many actions I have to take on the controller to do really basic things in the game, like stand still and stuff like that. It's a lot. It's a lot. So yeah, surprisingly good. That's my review of this game, based on the first 10 minutes, which is all you need to see, really. You know, we captured these Egyptian dog creatures, put them in our book. Well, we'll use that later. I'll feed that to the cat, and then we'll have a great time back at home. And then there was a nuclear explosion. I don't know. Kicks you back to the menu as well. No mercy. No mercy there. All right. I was literally just playing the game. Like, okay, you lose. You lose. Get out of it. Okay, fine, I guess. I haven't played this, Khemia 2, Fall of Alchemy, but this sounds like it's just part 2 of this one I never even opened, Khemia, Alchemists of Alrevis. So, okay, so let's play this then. Khemia, Alchemists of Alrevis, coming next. Nis. I've heard of Nis. Did Nis make one of the games that I liked? I'm not sure, but there's getting severe visual glitches in this game. I don't know. This is like the opposite of interlaced video format. I'm not going to explain how much of a loser I am about the interlaced video format thing. Let's just pretend we understand what's happening. Okay? I mean, that's life in general. We're here at the Mana Academy, where, I don't know, I accidentally got this really weird-ass haircut, where there's like 32 single hairs coming down over the front of my eyes, causing this sort of grating effect on the way I experience reality, okay? That's the law. Why, when I collected my games, did I only collect JRPGs? I think at some point I was like, yeah, I'll play JRPGs, like on my phone or something, on a PS2 emulator. I just never did, and that's probably for the best, but I've got loads of JRPGs, it seems, so that's good. The thing is, like, obviously once you've played a couple, you've played all of them, so there's kind of no point in playing additional JRPGs at this stage. Nice characters, though, nice designs. I wish I'd gone to the Mana Academy. This is better than Hogwarts, guys. Something, you know how it is. I wish I could get a comb. Can we get a fringe or something? Maybe a side sweep. It's so annoying. My hair's flashing as well. Is that ever not going to be there? That's the big question. Okay, it's gone. I was able to brush my hair. Tutorial complete.
Vane is my name.
Cool. You know your name as well. I also know my name. We should hang out. I found a cat. We decided to hang out together. This is the place where they teach alchemy. Fade to black. Why fade to black? Come on, give me a little bit more. You bothered to load the scene. Never mind. Meanwhile, somewhere else, putting all that aside, I don't know, who wrote this? I'm so angry at the world Why doesn't everything conform precisely to my expectations and desires? I was ready for at least one more dialogue line in that scene. And now here I am getting the cat. Is this a flashback to 25 seconds ago? What's happened? You could put these scenes in a slightly different order and it would work fine.
I came here today to invite you to the academy.
Yay! that is a weird sort of scene structuring thing, isn't it? So the first scene is about 5 seconds of you walking up to the academy, and he says, so, this is the academy. And now, right, we need a backstory on that tiny sentence. At some other point, somebody told me to go to the academy. So that's why I went to the academy. I don't know. You could cut this entirely, if you really wanted. Me? No, he's talking to the cat, obviously. What do you mean, me? It's, it's one of those games with the always asks a question protagonist. Whatever. Me? Huh? Academy? Go. What? You know how he actually earlier said alchemy, question mark. So it's one of those things. Oh, it's back. It's back. Is that going to go away this time? No, it's back. So I guess it's switching between in-engine and pre-rendered cutscenes. And when it's pre-rendered, it puts these lines in. But a pre-rendered cutscene that was filmed in-engine, so it looks exactly the goddamn same. Right, I'm sure you're all bored of me by now, so we'll just end this, the game said. Lastly, congratulations on enrolling in the school. Okay, we did it. But now we're flashing forwards. Alchemy? Hey, you're in the way. Move it. You know what, Khemia? You have so many options to not have to disturb me and my cat in this scenario. I'm in the way. I can only move in diagonals. You don't know anything about alchemy. There we go. Situation resolved, and only somewhat of a conflict was caused. Meanwhile, the cat says, what a bitch. Damn right. This cat knows what's good. Yeah, you're right, Sulfur. Yeah, but we were kinda standing in her way. No, Vane, you're being far not vain enough about this situation. There were many thousands of ways for her to exit from that scenario. Think of the pathfinding algorithm required to move anywhere in the room that isn't you, but still get to the door. There's probably 13,552 ways for her to have not had to stop, complain to us about being in the way, which takes way longer than taking precisely one step to the side and then just continuing straight to the destination. Excuse me. I'm breaking down again. I've already made a mortal enemy after literally 2 seconds at this school. Cheer up, my boy. What? Well, hello and welcome. It's been about a month now. Oh, that's the guy who told me to go to this school, I guess. Zeppel. Oh, it's nice to see you again, Mr. Zeppel. Yes, it sure is nice to see me again. Oh, by the way, I'll be your homeroom teacher. Do you want a kid? Excuse me. So you must show your respect by calling me Professor Zeppel. Is this a university or a school? I'm not clear. Who am I? How old am I? Should I try and kiss the teachers? Can we get the details down? I'm kidding. Now let's go to class. Do you know where it is? I have no idea. But literally just now, the vice principal said orientation is over. So in orientation, they don't even tell you where your classroom is. What's the orienting part of it then? Welcome to school. You'll find some education around here somewhere, I'm sure. Now fuck off. I don't have time for this. I spend most of my day finding lost students.
Hello, can you hear me?
Oh, I'm standing in someone else's way. You're the one who decided to come here in the first place. My cat chastises me. It's because I'm not confident about my abilities to get through alchemy school. I'm feeling a little faint of heart. Like, people are constantly screaming at me like question over here right now. What? What do you want? You can still get past me, even from this scenario. Go over the desk if you have to.
I was worried the guy sitting next to me was crazy.
I'm not crazy. Yeah, you're right, Cat. She's the crazy one. Is this a Persona 5 reference, the talking to a cat thing? Yes, even before Persona 5 came out, it had Persona 5 references. My name's Jessica, you can call me Jess, what about you? I'm Vane Aurelius, the humblest man in the world.
Vane,
Alright,
huh?
Vane, say.
Doing anything after
Whoa! No mercy. So, you free after school? Vane Aurelius, instantly seduced by the name. Vane Aurelius, take it out for a spin, guys. It works every time. Do you want to explore the campus together? Huh? You and me? Huh? What? Huh? It's another one of those those games. No, I like those games. That's fine. Do you have plans? I was going on a date with my goddamn cat. Let's go. Your first human friend. Good luck. Oh, shut up, cat. I don't need this shit from you.
Yeah,
yeah.
right.
You're right. I'll do my best. Yeah, Vane took that in a very positive way. The cat's just trying to be supportive here, but it's just coming across as very callous. Excuse me, my detailed character analysis of the game is not really required. If you turn our head sideways here, we can kind of get some lore. Looks like I was born on the 20th or the 28th, 196. I don't know. So it looks like I'm roughly 16 years old. Although the years have more than 12 months in them, so how many human years that represents is difficult to say. I just want to fit in at school. Maybe doing thousands of aerial squats will make the other classmates think I'm cool. What do you have to say about this? Your seat is so nice in the back corner. Well, this guy has a weird name as well, Oratorio. We should hang out. Synthesis recipes aren't here. Guess I'll have to go to the student store. Yeah, our university did this as well. It's like, oh, you need these books to do the class. Oh, but you don't have them? You'll have to go to the university fucking bookstore and spend hundreds on the books. But then the books are also sort of optional. So they really scam you hard for that book money. Anyway, I rule this Clarge. I'm in charge. Tell me if you have any problems. Well, the main problem is that I can't read what you're saying. It's happening again. Okay, the principal is behind us this time. Are we blocking the way? Check it out. I'm pretty sure the principal can go to the left and still get out of the way. But this, or if you think about the perspective of the scene, the block that's just below me is quite in the foreground, like these blocks. There's clearly quite a large space on my right and on Jess's left for the principal to get around me here. How are we going to resolve this situation? Where's my cat, by the way? I need my cat to call this guy a bitch. It's the only way I can get out of this situation. Oh, excuse me? Oh, you're the principal. You are Vane and Jess, I believe. I've heard rumors about you already. We've been in this school for 5 minutes and there's already a rumor going around about us. We're just such a good couple. I mean, it just makes sense. The principal immediately accosts us about the rumors. All right. More importantly, what's everyone doing here? Well, you see, a school is where you go to learn. Do I have to explain what a goddamn school is? Is that where we start at school? I mean, I guess it probably should be, right? Lesson 1. Why are we even giving you lessons in the first place? Just get the baseline down. What's everyone doing? I don't know, they're looking for work. Are they? Is this a school or not? What is this? Who are you? Where's my cat? I'm very confused, but I've got a girlfriend now. The cat that might have been in my imagination disappeared, and now I've got a girlfriend instead. Magic's great. The Student Affairs Center. So basically, you're going to charge us tons of tuition fees, so you have to work while at the campus, and it's going to be really annoying. We can do lawn mowing. Oh my god, no lawn mowing. Well, I have to excuse myself. I have a little work to do. Is he going to walk back out in the other direction? Yeah, he walked out. After all that fucking bullshit, he walks back out in the other direction. This school is going to burn. I will not forgive them. Storms in here, get out of my way. Then after telling me to get a fucking job, punk ass kids, he just turned around and walked back out the other way anyway. I've got important business to attend to. Absolute, this school is shit. Stop working all the time and play with me. Be quiet. I have no time to play around with you. Very, very busy doing absolutely fucking nothing. I'm almost sitting on this chair. A few more days of expertise and I'll work out how to sit down. You see, I guess they didn't add a sprite for sitting. So he's just standing in front of the chair, really. Close enough, good enough. Right, and this is, like, as well as making you get a job, the school also fleeces you by making you buy your own materials. We didn't bring any money. What sort of store is this? Ah, penniless rascals. Just looking, huh? You freshmen, you dirty freshers, you dare look in my store. They sell really good shit in this store. You can buy some goddamn mud for only 10 monies. I've actually got 100 money. Yeah. I'll take a pint of goddamn mud, please. Good school, though. I'll have 2 pints of mud. Right, cool. We can also get some E. coli gear, or like a metal gear, but limited edition normal paper. I now can't afford a single sheet of goddamn paper. This school is fleecing the students hard. Page paper? Jesus Christ. I mean, I guess our university did actually do that, in that you had to buy pads of paper from the store. So I guess technically you're paying per page. It's cheaper to go to university the less you write. You've got to really optimize your experience when you do the expensive educational projects, okay? And next on the tour is the infirmary, which sounds very relatable. I am infirm myself. Oh, but is there going to be a sexy nurse? Huh? Do you need something? Were you planning to be naughty with her? Naughty? Please explain. What do you mean, naughty? You two are no fun. Yeah, okay, we're immediately being seduced by the nurse. You know how it is. Look, I'm only 16 quote-unquote years old, although this may constitute thousands of years. You know, the usual excuse will be deployed. Question mark. So, I just came to this school. They're fucking telling me to get a job. They're selling me mud for my last remaining coins, and then they're sexually harassing me. It's going great, my school days experience so far. Oh, look at these punk-ass punks. Now I'm gonna get bullied. My school experience is going really well.
Just to take you back. Come on, hurry up.
Okay, we're just getting kidnapped immediately. Hey!
Stop right there.
Someone's gonna save us. Is it gonna be that guy? Oh, I thought it was gonna be the principal. No, it's a man with a tail. Good.
Slay, I don't have time to deal with you right now.
I already got you 2 booked.
We've actually been booked by Flay. I don't know what that means, but okay. Booked? Like, in a book? No way! We got here first. There's some sort of booking system. They've got a really organized bullying regime where you have to get a booking for who's going to bully who at a given time and given location.
Now that those losers are gone, come with me.
All right, man who doesn't work here. Who are you, by the way? You're like twice as tall as the other students in your picture. So what's going on, Jessarth? Very recently, those were Tony and Renee. His name's goddamn Tony. He's gonna be trouble the whole time. You could say they're the peons of evil. This is just like Hogwarts, where they let the peons of evil go to the school and cause trouble. You don't have to let them in. Why don't you expel the guys who are like ontologically evil? Whatever. You were almost kidnapped, and you stopped them, and now I get to be kidnapped by you instead. What's up with this school that you can just get kidnapped? Like, just generally. Because you let the peons of evil go to the school at the same time.
Ah, yes. I have returned.
I like the voice acting at the very least. Are these your new victims? Not victims, comrades. We're back at it again. Maybe if we mix enough chemicals together, we can invent Marxism.
This is my workshop. I call it the Flay Cave.
Oh, I wish I hadn't been dragged to the Flay Cave. What's all this commotion? Over a simple potion. Who remembers potion commotion? Any more people who've seen any This Is Content videos on this channel? We're stirring up a potion commotion in the name of the Marxist Revolution. However, this teacher came in. It's Madame What a perfect time to infiltrate.
Your tail is so cute. Can I touch it?
That feels like a really rude thing to say. You know, you'd feel like in the world where some humans are sort of part animal, it would probably be really rude to like explicitly ask to touch the animal parts. I don't know. Well, I'm getting into the lore here. Of course. Don't tickle me, Kay. So they're much more upbeat about it. I would say that it should be a social faux pas, like upon first meeting a quote-unquote beast man, to be like, can I touch your tail? You know, it feels somehow like infantilizing in some way. I don't know. We need to get into the socio-political relationship between the full humans and the demi-humans in this world. Bing bong! Off it is back at it again. I realized I didn't play enough of this game to see any of the game. What? At Algebra Academy, you'll have one... What was that thing that just flashed up for a second there? You have one course per week in your school life. That's goddamn easy. What? You pay all this money to go to school. One lesson a week. There are some university courses that are like this. Anyway, I was going to say... I was going to move on to the next game in this video, but then I realized we didn't even make it to whatever the game is in. Is this the game here? Something about alchemy. Yeah, we're going to make a potion. Okay, maybe we found the game in this game. What should we do? We still have to make nitro cloth. So now we have the conflict. This school has just announced that at least once a week you have to go to a lesson. But we were abducted by the mad Flayer and taken to the Flay Cave, where he wants us to make cloth for him. There's some sort of weird-ass sweatshop in the school that is sort of condoned by the school staff, where students get abducted and forced to produce cloth for a strange man. Whatever. With you, me, and Nikki, we'll finish it in no time. You see, this is just an opportunity. It's like a team-building exercise. It's a team-building sweatshop. You know, it's all above board. Okay, we've unlocked way more stuff to do in the school. What's that thing at the bottom left? What was that? Is this significant? No, don't worry about it. It wants me to go to student affairs, but we have so many other options. You don't want to go to the campus dungeon. Why don't we just quickly check out the campus dungeon? When I selected this part of the game, it said class, as if like I was about to do something. A tutorial flashed up, like, you better do well in your alchemy class. I guess we just didn't go. Here we are in the dungeon. What's happening, Victor? This is the dungeon. Bad kids get locked up. Is it a joke, or is that just how it is? I mean, there's a fucking cat in the dungeon. So the class is, go and get some stuff. The class is called Synthesis. And they told me to go and find some water and some grass outside. And the teacher just walked off. Okay, yeah, this teacher had no lesson plan. They had goddamn nothing. They're like, okay, right, alchemy. How do we teach you alchemy? It's something about combining, like, water and grass. I don't know. Did anyone bring any grass in there? Okay, right. First lesson, go find some grass. And I'll come back next week. And maybe I've thought of something to do with it by then. Okay, so I guess this is a quest. We're going to the Living Forest. We're moments away from seeing what the game even is in this game. I don't know. I kind of thought it was going to be some sort of like puzzle game where you had to mix potions or something. But there are monsters. Luckily, Jess brought some bombs and stuff. You know, just in case. Well, I'm completely unarmed, apart from this vest covered in grenades, which I brought. It's just, school rules are really lax. Yeah, you want to bring your grenade vest in, fine. And Sulfur's with me. Oh, that's right, we'll just throw our cat at this. Maybe our cat can deal with the monsters. I mean, I keep saying that Sulfur's with us, but it clearly isn't, so I don't know. There we are, there's Sulfur. Sulfur, please. I need you to fight these koalas with double-sided clubs for me. Sure, be careful. Alright. It turns into... What? So that's what a cat is. Sulfur transforms. You think so? I guess I do this all the time. This isn't the time for flattery. Don't let your guard down, okay? See the tutorial for battle? Just to say no. I just want to see what it is, right? Conditional turns at the top already, the superior version of the turn-based battle system. We're already liking this. Some shit in the bottom left. It's probably good. Grandier style controls. Yes. Yeah, you can see if I use a skill, it changes your position in the turn order. It's always better when it's like that. We can use animal's heart to summon an animal. Use its heart. So if we rip the hearts out of various animals, we can summon them to use them like Pokemon. That's good, that's good. Just have one girl's got a vest covered in grenades, the other girl's pockets are full of beating animal hearts that could be used to summon them at will. This is less kawaii than it looks. Luckily, this gigantic testicular hammer will deal with our problem. I found 2 wood chips from beating those koalas to death. We extracted some wood chippings from their stomach. Use every part of the kill. We at last actually have control of the character. But is there anything to do? It said press square to collect things from grass or something. I think I have to find a specifically interesting looking piece of grass. Is it this one? This one? No? Oh, here we go. This is the type of grass we can harvest. Yes, we're collecting petals. Okay. Overall, it seems like a cute little game. I mean, it's got a nice turn-based battle system, touching grass gameplay. Let's fight this slime. What did that say? It's 3 hours passed briefly in the second. Somehow I spent 3 hours stumbling around in the grass. I managed to come away with a few handfuls of it, and I suppose I've achieved something in my life. Let's use Heart Cracker on this koala. Boom. Oh my Christ. That koala did not expect that to happen. I converted a monster. What does that even mean? But it sounds good. I got 6 koala spirits. I think I did something good. Sounds like there's a mechanic there that I just haven't grasped. You know, pretty decent seeming game overall. I'm kind of wondering, like, they told me I've done the objective, but I can still just walk around getting other stuff. What have we got here? Another 100 units of coal. This goddamn wood's a coal mine out here. That's enough money to buy 10 handfuls of mud. Do you know I was saying earlier that, like, I was really sweaty? Like, that was when I was recording during the night. And this is the next day. I still feel kind of, like, off. I'm pretty sure I'm actually ill right now. Like, my stomach's hurting and I was still really sweaty this morning. I feel so weak and fatigued. The only cure is to play random PS2 games. Comprobando la memory card. No. Okay. A lot of these games claim to be in English, but I don't know. I don't know what English is. Yes, it's in Spanish. Yes, it is in Spanish. That's fine. That's fine, I understand. The animals are fighting in space. That's fine. The next game was called Castle Shikigami 2. A modest number. You know, it feels like I haven't missed 172 parts of the action so far. What are we looking at here? Demonstration. Game over. What? Nope, not understanding this even a little bit. No, I'm not understanding. No, come on guys, give me a little bit more than this. Come on. I clicked on the new game button, didn't I? What is this you're giving me? This really doesn't feel like it, isn't it, guys? Okay, it's one of these games where you shoot the thing. It said something about you have to shoot the thing at close range to build up your energy level and then use your special attack, which is this, to collect more points off of them. Oh, you can spin the stick. You could spin the stick. Look at this spin to win mechanic. So you just spawn camp everything. What? Okay, somehow it all changed. Yes, it came back, right? Give me that goddamn... Yeah, and then spin the left stick to just spin to win. And there it is, the giant enemy crab. Just appearing right away. Oh, his health is depleting very fast. If I mash the button, it shoots faster than normal. Okay, I think we're fine. I guess this is the beginning of the game, and it's on beginner difficulty, so I won't boast about how amazing I am at bullet hell games, but there you go. This game feels pretty fun. I could feel myself playing this on the Steam Deck or something. Decent. I probably won't play about the entire game for the purposes of complaining, which is what this content really looks for. I want a game that I'm going to be offended by constantly in one way or another. Like that one where I got bullied and sexually assaulted. That was more fun, I think.
Hi, nice to see you. Long time no see.
What are you talking about?
This is a reference to the fact my eyes are closed. Nice reaction. Yeah, I do want to know who's behind this, or even what this is. Are you insane? Are you serious? Are these two characters speaking to each other? Is this a procedurally generated conversation? It's not a joke, but could be interesting. It's weird because it seems so mistranslated, but it's also voice acted in English. So like somebody looked at it and like decided what it was gonna be, and they decided it was gonna be that. Good conversation. It seems like your attacks can defeat some of the enemy's projectiles as well, so spamming attack forwards is particularly effective. Yeah, the red ones, it seems. Woof.
Forgive me. A prayer for your soul.
Yeah, he voice acted it a little bit more accurately. Maybe not so bad. So the voice actors decided to actually translate it themselves a bit, because yes, I suppose the voice actors probably did speak English and decided to just say it in proper English. Well, good stuff. I wouldn't have done that if I was the voice actor. I would have been like, you didn't pay me to put an A in your sentence. If your sentence is missing the letter A, I'll just not say it, okay?
Life gets tougher.
Yeah, it does.
Still want to live? Why? Might!
What? I don't... Is anyone else following the plot of this game? Why live? I don't know. Now back to business. A quick aside, I questioned the nature of existence, then I thought, well, screw this. I'm gonna go fly through this asteroid field with my guitar shooting lasers. Why even live? You know, to do this? Isn't this a fine reason to live? Look at this. Most life forms don't get to do this, and they bother to be alive, so you shouldn't be so ungrateful for this scenario being the case. My precious cash, no. But yeah, the arcade-style nature, I've got 3 credits to continue, so it's as if I have to put more money in to keep playing. So I'm guessing this is a port of a game that's just sort of a pay-to-win thing that steals your cash. But, I find it quite enjoyable and flashy. I do like it when there's, like, lights flashing on the screen and there's colourful things on the screen, That's just a little game I like, really. It needs to be, like, really basic, really kind of babyish, but with a really high skill ceiling. I want to be the most skilled baby in all of gaming, that sort of thing. It's fucking Emerald Weapon from Final Fantasy VII. Absolutely stolen boss design. Although maybe this came out first. Maybe Final Fantasy VII was the one stealing the boss design, or maybe this is just like a tropish boss design. I don't know, blah, blah, blah. It's also multiple parts. This is a 4 Kings reference from Dark Souls. I can see a Dark Souls, oh my Christ, reference when I know it. See it? Words. Like, aren't I being hit by those projectiles? Aren't they hitting me? Can anyone, like, they're obviously hitting me, and it doesn't count. I don't know, this game's very forgiving. It seems like I flash red. I see, you sort of flash red if you're, like, taking a hit, so you have to take a couple of hits simultaneously for it to count as a life-losing event. I think that's quite generous. I think that normally a game would be much more harsh than that, so this seems a lot more friendly. Maybe that's what beginner mode does. It sort of tells you when you're getting hit, and then only punishes you if you don't do anything about it. That would be fine to be the normal mechanic, I suppose, but they probably wouldn't want the game to be that forgiving. Like, right there, I should be dead right there. I'm impressed. I liked this. It feels like thought went into it. It's just absolute chaos. I think I downloaded a couple, that, and what was it, King Kong or something, a couple of movie tie-in games that while some of the games I downloaded because I thought they might be good, clearly some of them I downloaded just because I thought they would be bad, and that at some point I would make this video to complain about them. So whenever it was I got this game, it's time for the dividends to be paid. We're going to play the Da Vinci Code USA, and this time, it might not be in Spanish. If the Da Vinci Code was written in Spanish, that would just really confuse things. Like, I suppose if it was in Italian, that would be more acceptable. Luckily, Da Vinci spoke modern English, so we should be fine. That's what I've heard. No! Menu principal! No! Pulsa le bouton start! No! El Código Da Vinci! I can't believe it's in Spanish. Again. Why does it say English, French, Spanish, but then it's just Spanish? Maybe there's an option. A lot of gamers say they learned English through playing games when English wasn't their native language. You get forced to learn things. It's happening here. Opciones. Thank God that all of our goddamn languages are descended from the same language and you can sort of read them. Sonido. Sound, gameplay, Kokigos. I don't know what that means at all. Oh, definitely not. Definitely not. It's even more Spanish than before. Now the goddamn operating system's in Spanish as well. What have I done? Espanol. Alemán. What's that, like German? Italiano. Can't think of that. Hollandish. Portuguese. English. Yes! Boy, okay. We've made some forward progress. We're back to English. Oh, a little bit of Spanish. Just a little bit of Spanish and a little bit of English as well. Let's skip through. Come on, show me the money. Show me. No! It's back to Spanish. It's actually back to Spanish. Okay, it might be because I was playing with the BIOS, right? No, I'm adjusting the time. Idioma. Yes! English text. I understand the boring information it's telling me there. Skip through to the title screen. Come on, give me the money. Main menu loading. I don't believe it. Okay, literally, the real Da Vinci Code was working out how to get the English text working in the Da Vinci Code PS2 tie-in game. Like, any puzzle that's in the game is going to be much less complex than going through that. I can guarantee you that. Going right into the action, we're here, just a no introductory cutscene or anything. Saunier's body. We're just going to examine a body. Surprisingly good graphics and stuff. This is pretty good. It's a PS2 game. Is this what it looks like through my eyes? What kind of glasses am I wearing? Watch this shit on the right and left. Okay. Come to looking at his eyes, it's kind of plausible that that's how he would see the world. He does have strangely shaped eyes. Okay, so we've discovered the pentacle. After our careful examination, we realize there's some stuff painted on this corpse that's just lying in the middle of the Louvre. Just no context. Not even a little bit of context. How about a cutscene or something? We're just here. Can we like zoom in on it? Well, it's kind of weird, like when you pan the camera, what physical motion is this man making? I'm sort of like doing this snake charming dance of sort of wiggling my body around to produce this head motion of mine. Excuse me. It's something in his hand. Why don't we look at the evidence in his hand? Can I zoom in on it? No. Matches. Select. Use.
The position of his feet reinforces the reference to the pentacle and the sacred feminine.
I
What?
beg your pardon?
His feet are a reference to the pentacle and the sacred feminine? Oh, look, Jordan Peterson, I don't know about this shit. Oh, I see, because he's like a 5-pointed star, like the star pointed on himself. Interesting analysis, says Fash. His eyes completely, like, Fash isn't looking at us or the corpse, he's just staring into the middle distance, being like, yeah, that's interesting. Cool. not going to look at us, not going to look at the corpse. Oh, yeah, probably. Oh, yeah, it's probably devil worship, I don't know, yeah. Look at his left hand. What? Well, you're not looking at his left. How do you know? This guy just knows everything. We've got this this amazing, like, blind CSI guy who just detects things. He looks down at it. His eyes move very slightly. We're finding the real Da Vinci Code. You know how it is with like stories like this. Like this guy, Fash, was probably the killer the whole time. You know, that's how they usually do that sort of thing. Literally, I'm so confused. This is the number I'm supposed to call. Oh, it's already gone. Use the phone and call them up, but it was only on the screen for like 3 frames. It's a Fibonacci sequence. The Da Vinci Code is just that nobody ever looks at things. Everyone's talking real fast. Nobody really looks at information that's written down. Okay, if I just say use, will it know what to do? Oh, I actually did have to read it. It's actually going to make me put the number in. Okay, right, go back. What's this? You can do this. This is like stealth mode. Yes. They won't suspect a thing. I'm trying to inject myself into this conversation. Guys, can you shut the fuck up for 2 seconds? I'm trying to open the menu. No. Whoa, what's this? I opened a different menu by accident. I just needed to get that business card out again. I can't do it because this text box is constantly coming up. Wait, what was that? I'm lying. I somehow managed to make it come up anyway. No, don't combine back. I'm not joking. The controls are somehow really janky. This is the person who's standing in front of me's business card. There's a number and a code on the back. But now I have to write this down in real life. Like, if I actually had the business card, I could do this. Can't you just say you saw it and typed it into your phone? The pen on my desk's out of ink. Literally, guys, the Da Vinci Code is not getting solved because I don't have a pen that goddamn works. It's the future. I don't write things down. Where am I going to find a working stylus in the modern age? Okay, you are sous surveillance cache. What?
Why?
I literally don't speak French. Do you have any idea how much time I spent trying to get this game into English, and it's still not quite in English? Goddamn Da Vinci! Da Vinci!
Just look.
Why did Da Vinci do this to us? Like, what's this? He says, pulling something out of his pocket. A GPS tracking dot. Well, you shouldn't have put it in your pocket if you knew it was there the whole time. They're tracking us. Who even are us? Dun 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 dun. The cuts are so rapid. It's like, you know, in a JRPG usually they have the dialogue and like there's too much of a gap between each dialogue scene, so like the conversations are really unnatural. Here they've kind of got the opposite thing, where the start of each line kind of begins immediately at the end of the previous line, so the things are running into each other. Like, I'm not pressing anything. It kind of looks like I'm skipping through the text and they're talking really fast. This is just how it is, which is contributing hugely to me not even being able to tell what's going on. Probably the fact that I'm talking over it at the same time as well. So it was her grandfather that was killed, and the grandfather wrote an actually meaningless code on the floor because he knew that she was a cryptographer and would get called in to look at the message, but she determined the message was pointless and was just there to tell her some sort of secret message, and it's something to do with this other guy who's being GPS tracked. I don't know who this other guy is. And now, after that absolutely breathless scene, we fold our arms, glance over at Sophie, who clearly isn't going to let us use the urinal. She clearly thinks there's some important business at stake here in the labs at the Louvre. I don't know, should we look out the window? Change his camera angle to let you do that? No, it's not that easy. It said something about throwing your GPS out the window, but again, it all went by very quickly. What have we got over here? You can pick up items like the soap by pressing X. Okay. I can use this.
Come, help you.
Sophie, seriously, you brought all this on. I'm just trying to go about my life. Just let me do my thing, okay? I'll be with you in a minute. Da Vinci would understand. You can open all the doors. It feels like there should be something in one of these doors if we're going to bother let you do this. Okay, I'll do it. Whatever it might be. I had to use the soap on the window because of... And that's the Da Vinci Code for you. Combine with the GPS tracker, soap and tracker, use. Again, I'm being tricked into playing a point-and-click adventure game right here. I threw the soap out the window. Da Vinci's only weakness. He'll never find us now. So yes, they are tracking via the tracking device, and they'll think I jumped out the window and killed myself, which this will buy me approximately 2 seconds. The second somebody, well, for example, comes into the room, we'll be busted. You don't have to kick every door. Why don't you look under the stall? Oh, I actually am in there as well. Here's the tension. No, I guess I'm in the last stall. At least we got to cower in the toilet with Sophie, and Sophie was hugging me the whole time, even though that has no utility in that situation. We could just stand there. We don't have to hug, but I like that we did. It doesn't exactly make us any harder to find. Good. It's already going quite well with Sophie. I mean, we're probably in a relationship. I didn't see this film, whatever. So if we're on the run, should we just be standing in the middle of this public space where like there are guards and security cameras? Now, while I was complaining, it appears some sort of anagram has appeared. Oh, lame saint. Was it an anagram? Am I picking the letters? Like M. Oh, I see. So it's like M, A, N. Man. Somehow I got the T, but it could be Matt. Matt. Literally, I don't even nearly know. Hint. The anagram is when the words are mixed up to form other words. Oh, that wasn't really the hint I wanted. I actually have to work out what it is. I thought it might give me like a contextual clue. Like, the first word is tin. I was like, okay, maybe the first word's tin. Let's go with that as our clue. Let's just imagine it gave us a clue. The main also. No, it wasn't that. I don't know. Guys, someone in the comments, could you tell me the answer and then somehow make it so that I know now what the answer is? I feel like starting with the is very plausible, right? Oh my god. It eventually just said to use the as the first word. Okay, so I was onto something because I was accidentally writing the. Okay, the. Ila. Namo. The Ila Namo. We just have to go to, the Isle of Namo. No, that's not the Da Vinci Code. I got it. The Lisa Mona. Okay. The controls are so kind of... Oh my god. Yeah, the controls are so laggy. Like, the input lasts a little bit. It's like, so like, if I'm pressing sideways to select this letter, the sideways command kind of carries on as it goes down onto the other row. I'm so mad. Right, take the N, put it here, gives me back the O. Okay. Somehow it still didn't work. Please, control, please. N, okay, O, please. Okay, over here. The Mona. We're getting so close. We're now getting so close. I, come on. S, A... There it is, the Mona Lisa. We're starting to put the code together. Decrypted. But if you're not a murder suspect and it's fine for you to walk around, then why were we kissing in the labs just now? Explain that, Sophie. It felt like you were trying to hide from something. I guess I'll just go. Is that the Mona Lisa? You just said we're going to go and look at the Mona Lisa, and we looked at this other painting. Well, what? No one even knows which one it was. We're never going to find the painting. Yeah, look, the cops are literally right there. I don't know how we got away with this one, guys. I'm detecting huge plot holes in the Da Vinci Code tie-in game. They know we're here, don't they? I don't know how under arrest I am, so I'll just sort of sneak around like this just in case this matters in any way. Looks like Sophie the cryptographer has been doing her leg exercises quite heavily. And just walk around like this. You know, Skyrim was right. If you duck, you're invisible. That's what I heard. Did you know your footsteps still make noises even if you're ducking? It's not even like it makes a quieter sound. Anyway, be on the lookout for weapons. Yeah, we're gonna need something. Oh yes, we can pick up this metal bar and just start going to town on them. Da Vinci Code this motherfucker! Somehow it's not working. It's weird, sort of, you punch to sort of start a battle, and now in battle we quickly press the combo to do something. just break their arm. I did really good at cryptography school. I'm great at crouch walking and just beating people into a pulp. Got to pick up the body to move it, right? Hide the body. Already, like, in our attempts to solve this murder, we've committed, like, at least one additional murder. Now, all we have to do is hide the body in an art gallery. Yeah, I mean, that's fine. No one comes in here to look at stuff, so there's no chance of them seeing the body. If we just leave it, there's a chance it will be passed off just as art. Can we just go? I think I was supposed to be getting some milk out of here.
It smells like alcohol.
Oh, shut up, Robert. Look, I've had a hard day. I just killed someone. Let me drink. Right, UV. We're going to use the UV light on the painting. And there it is. An actual Da Vinci Code. It's written in huge letters over the top. It even goes off the painting somehow. Oh, you see, it's just kind of written on the glass of the case that it's in. Okay, I thought it was like Da Vinci wrote the code himself on the painting. Again, I haven't seen the film. I don't know what we're talking about here. So this time it's a cipher. So we just sort of kind of guess. That sound... Is it an A? Okay, it starts with An. How about that? An? That's about as good as I can get it. It's kind of annoying because you can't like swap letters around in your cipher. So if you want to change one letter to be something else, you have to first change something else to be something else to make like a space. So you can't be like, I'm going to say this T was K instead, and you first have to find whatever you put as K and put that as something else, so you end up with all these like, wrong things down on the board. Leaving us with wa, upsup, Kupastu thine that isum, ket mis, Calvin is warper, open the love. Those. I made it say another word, guy. Wait a minute. Which would make that and, which makes that da. Is it actually Da Vinci? Da, V, I, and... Oh, Da Vinci was the first. Oh. I knew the A was correct because the clue was that the that was correct. So I was like, what word in English is 2 letters long and has A? And I kind of thought they might be da, like, as in like colloquial the. No. The first 2 words of the Da Vinci Code were da and Vinci. Oh. God. I don't even... It's so annoying to type it in. Here's the reason it's annoying to type in. Let's say like the cursor now is at the D, at the second letter in what will become Da Vinci. If you press down, it goes to the J on the far left. Like, the cursor doesn't go in the direction you push the stick. It can only go, like, along the lines in sequences. There we go. Da Vinci jainted those that nyem ket mean kaburblus and briek cares the kabur. Da Vinci painted those that knew. Between Bacchus and Uriel lies the clue. That took 20 minutes of pure clicking action. Bacchus and Uriel. Oh, okay. Really didn't expect those 2 words to be in there. So that might explain why it takes such a lot of trial and error to work it out. I didn't even really expect Da Vinci to be in there. I was really thinking of other words, like in English and stuff. Remember English? The Da Vinci Code was never intended to be done in English. Okay, I was arrested after standing here, like in front of a surveillance camera for 20 minutes. I can't go to jail because I have to find the real murderer. Okay, you're off the hook then. If it wasn't really you, we won't arrest you. Oh wait, no. Okay, we'll just fucking kill the cops. He's got a gun. Just take it. If we're gonna go this far, we might as well take his gun. We've committed so many crimes. Okay, right. It was all somebody else's fault. Now we just jog peacefully away from the scene. Bacchus and Uriel, that's probably a painting, and it said it was between them. I want to save and then die. Save, there we go. For whatever reason, I quite like these old and not very good games. It's a reminder of this different era when there was this sort of professional class of salaried game designers and programmers making low-budget games that weren't really very good. And they were good at what they are, I suppose. Niche games, maybe that's what I'm trying to say. I enjoy being in somebody's niche. You might notice I'm not actually playing all of the games in the list. It's because I'm only playing the ones where I don't know what they are. I'm looking for surprises here. So next we're going into Disaster Report, Undub. Oh, and you'll be pleased to hear I actually washed myself. So not as sweaty for this one. What a very ungamer thing to admit. I'm barely a gamer at all. I washed the gamer right off me. They've changed the dub from English to Japanese. And the text is changed to Japanese. Okay, I guess we're not going to get very far with Disaster Report. And now it's in English. Okay, I don't know. Oh, now it's not in English. Okay, fine. The dialogue, the Japanese dialogue in the background was a list of names, but the subtitles was just normal English text. What was that? What was going on there? Well, whatever. So here we are watching the world's lowest resolution cutscene. A cutscene of a low resolution scene that is itself made in low resolution. The low within low. A new low for cutscene quality here. On a new low for internet. Internet. I can't say it. Internet content is henceforth known as internet. We don't have time to say both words, okay? I hope you are enjoying this internet. I'm sure that's what you intended to do. So I suppose the story is there was an earthquake, a disaster. It's quite blurry for some reason, but let's not worry about that. We're going to very calmly walk our way out of this train that's collapsing off a bridge. Our guy really has no reaction to this happening. Keith, why is there no one around? Why has my train journey been disturbed? I should find the conductor and request a minor discount on my ticket. What? Why are buses falling out of the sky? What even is an earthquake anyway? Come to think of it, how do earthquakes work? Everything is where gravity gets turned upside down for a while, so everybody shoots up and then falls back down. Okay, good. I just feel like we've started the game with a little bit, like, not quite enough plot. Like, who's the main character? Why doesn't he care very much about the scenario? He's walking so slowly. Does not give a flying fuck. It's just like, ugh, now I have to walk to work. Fine, I'll just start walking. There's the rescue helicopter leaving without us. Oh, so the helicopter left us behind. They threw something out the window for us to get. Like, in a pretty perilous position. Cheers, mates. No, it's okay, I don't want to be rescued. I'm guessing they're not coming back. You know, it's one of those scenarios. They're not going to come back for us. Well, fine. So, I guess we just have to get across this chasm. Oh, you can't control the camera angle. You would have thought the right stick would move the camera, but no, unfortunately. Oh, I have this hand-drawn map that I've made of the bridge. It's incredibly unhelpful, come to think of it. What is this? There's no jump button, but there's kind of the opposite of a jump. I've never seen this before. The opposite of a jump? It sort of forcibly crouches really fast and goes, hup! Okay, we can reverse jump. At least we can get some squats in while we wait for the helicopter to come back. I guess that's what we're doing. This is like a predecessor to your sort of Uncharted, to your Tomb Raiders, where you're just navigating an environment. Interesting. There's probably a place for this in a game design history that I don't know about. There is an emergency exit sign here. I don't know if it actually goes anywhere. Let's give it a go. Oh, Christ! Okay, a car fell on me. You know how it is. Continue. Is there any penalty for that sort of thing happening? I guess I had to just sort of run down the edge so it doesn't fall on me. Yeah, it only fell on me a bit that time, so that's fine. It's just like, yeah, a really slow motion sequence of the, like, traversal and escape sequences in something you'd get, like, in the modern age in Uncharted. Right, we made it to the green car with Shaggy written on the back and the GTA San Andreas font. Are we going to do this? This car looks like it should long since have already fallen off this ledge, so I'm not very confident about walking out to grab the bag. What does it say there? Zitsume. Someone had a cool-ass custom car. It looks like, given the positions of the door... Oh, right, we should, this better be a parachute. Uh-oh. I was going to complain about this car's in a position where whoever was in it wouldn't have been able to get out, but never mind. We'll try it again, I suppose. Maybe you had to have a little bit more reaction time. Again, I'm so used to playing sort of your Uncharted things, right? It's not going to make you do anything. It would have said press square to not die if I was required to do something. It looks like in the olden days, you had to try and actively think of something to not die. In this case, my plan is to walk away from the car instantly. Ready? There we go. It didn't even fall off this time. And we've got a bag. What's this? Rescue team note. Screw you, we're not coming back, I suppose. Scribbled the rescue team. It was rushed. The owner of the restaurant nearby gave their permission to enter the establishment. Oh, thanks. Okay. Kept by a potted plant. Good luck. From Marine Rescue Team 4. They sent 4 rescue teams and they still didn't save me? What is this international rescue organization? Okay, well, as a consolation prize for not getting to go on the helicopter, they said it's goddamn all you can eat at a nearby restaurant. Is it that one up there? Alright, I guess we'll go up there, look under the potted plant. We can steal food from Angelo's restaurant. A great restaurant in the middle of a precarious, like, earthquake-damaged bridge. I think I'll stop and go to the restaurant. We're closed due to the earthquake. They whipped that up real fast, didn't they? How long ago was this earthquake? How long was I waiting to be rescued before I just thought, you know what, I'll just walk out. Everyone's safe, because please contact us at the main store. Alright, Tonio Preveno. The door's locked, but I've got the key. Please let me, yeah, come on. The door's locked. Come on, I just picked the key up. It's not that easy. It's one of those kind of games. We're going to have to go use keyring restaurant. Yes. Will it work it out? You used it, okay. Bad UX. But we're in all you can eat at the local earthquake-stricken restaurant. Yes, the ground is falling away below our feet. But didn't you hear me? All you can eat. All you can eat as long as you stay on your feet. Any food that isn't being immediately destroyed by collapsing into the ocean is yours. Is yours for the taking. How did this help, rescue team? By the way, does this help in any way? I just realized now I'm just even more trapped. Now I'm in a restaurant stuck in the middle of a suspension bridge. Isn't this worse? Aren't things getting worse for me right now? Like, at least when I was back on a train track, it wasn't falling into the sea. This area seems a lot worse. I'm really suffering from not being able to rotate the camera. I just discovered how to rotate the camera. It's your boy OffiD, back at it again with this video game footage. You have to hold L2 to rotate the camera. And here, yes, we're sliding towards the edge. Okay. Okay, it's getting worse. Okay, it's getting worse. No, don't mind me. I love the casualness of his stroll. and that's it. You really can't force your way out of these situations. I can't. Okay, yeah. You have to just, like, be standing on the seam when the ground falls away so that you can catch the edge of the previous ground. And now, run all the way over here, run all the way over here. That thing just fell down, opening up a new route for us to escape this crumbling restaurant. Boom. We are safe. We'll sit in the sink. This water's okay to drink. How are the water pipes holding up after all? Luckily, all of the rescue operations are going smoothly, without major incidents, except for that one guy who was sent into the cursed restaurant. Video games and violence coming up next on the special report. Yesterday, has it been that long? Oh, maybe I was unconscious for a while. You know, if I was only awake 5 minutes earlier, they would have let me leave on the helicopter. But now I'm stuck scavenging for bottle M, which is like 4 button presses. I kind of like this though. It's kind of chill. The way it's just quiet. It's just the sound of like the wind and the crumbling bridge around you. And your character just doesn't really care. He's so unpanicked, so unfussed. He's in his lane, staying hydrated, unbothered. You're just collecting bottles of water, just chilling, being like, you know what? That was a fine trip to the restaurant. What a memorable time I had at that restaurant. As I was saying, very chill. Just the relaxing sounds of nature. Just the relaxing sound of the bridge you're on collapsing. I don't know. The sort of the quietness and the chillness of the protagonist gives off this chill vibe. But the actual content of the game doesn't really fit that at all, so I don't know. Oh, looks like there's fall damage and it just jumped off that. Never mind. Well, what was that? I accidentally did a dodge roll. Maybe if we dodge at the right time, the earthquake damage will hit our invincibility frames and we'll be fine. Cardboard box, there it is. It's empty. Good. I'm glad they bothered to write that in. There's no way to get up there. I could stand on the box. No. Oh, there's actually somebody else here in this train. In a train part that's dangling over the edge. Yeah, don't worry. It's not going to fall over just because I walked over here. No, it's alright, man. I've got infinite continues. Well, at least somebody else is here in this predicament with me. We can enjoy it together. Keith says, ! As the train carriage tumbles into the sea. Game over. That's alright. I was just coming over to say hello. You know. Oh, were you busy? Sorry. I think the reason Keith is so chill about this is he knows he's immortal. We've got an infinite supply of more Keiths to just throw at this problem every time I die. So yeah, we can just come back and try it again. It's literally another one of me. Get back. No. I could just shout at you. Why don't you walk towards this end? Do you see the problem? If I walk towards your end, it's gonna like balance it off the edge. Do you want to walk towards my end? Honestly, I don't care either way. I've got infinite continues, mate. Now, do what you want. If you're not going to come over here, where the exit is, look. I got here, didn't I? Proving it's possible to simply walk out of that scenario. It's going. Oh, it's coming back. It's coming. Do I have to like weigh it down with something? I genuinely don't know what they're getting at here. What if I'm kind of thinking we could do something like this. You can't move while crouching. Is this too much? Oh, it's probably too much. Abandon. It's coming back. Okay, we're fine. Okay. It's literally miss. What's happening here is quite a lot your fault. It would be quite easy for you to just to be as out of the situation as I am. I guess I'm kind of stuck here then, because I don't know. Is there actually a way to like weigh down the train and then drag her out if she's not going to come out on her own? I don't know, guys. Well, that was Disaster Report. Seems kind of good, actually. I kind of like this, other than it's quickly turning to a puzzle game where I don't even have like the beginning of an idea like what it was expecting me to do in this situation. I just had to love you and leave you, my dear. I can still see her over there. Shout at her. Literally get out the train. Do you see? You're at the end of the train that's hanging off the edge of a cliff, and you see how the other end of the train isn't. You could just go to the side that it isn't. You could do that at any time. Never mind. Now Keith just sits here with his arms crossed and sulks. This is the worst goddamn disaster. I'll give you a disaster report. This disaster sucks. I hated it. Well, I don't know what we were exactly supposed to do here. Oh, what did we land on there? What did we land? Did we just find like a bit of broken collision in Disaster Report? I bet this game has an interesting speedrun actually, because you have the option to move faster, but it consumes like a permanently lost resource, your QP. Alright, it's your lucky day, unknown character. It's your lucky goddamn day. Use the rope. We found the rope. Yes. I like how it doesn't even tell you which thing you have selected. Now, again, this seems like we're making things a lot harder for ourselves. I guess I'll rope down into the train. Don't we have the exact same problem in this scenario? The problem wasn't that I wasn't tied to the other train. It's that this train is falling into the sea. Oh, well, never mind. Here, grab the rope or something. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. Okay, this time, we're just gonna go in real fast as possible, down the rope. Maybe tell her about the rope or something. Hey, miss, take my hand. Are we gonna be like flung up through the carriage on the rope? The probability you'd be killed doing that is so high. Luckily, the door fell around us. And now, I'll just hang on. Who is Keith, who's strong enough to hold his own weight and somebody else's weight on a standard rope? The sheer amount of burn on his hands right now would be... Keith! Keith, you should be dead.
Nobody kills Keith. Keith is unlimited. Keith is infinite.
Every time you kill Keith, 2 more Keiths take his place. Yes, they just keep coming or something. And it cuts to us somehow being out of that situation. Glad that thing happened that got us out of that situation. Oh, would have been bad if that situation had just carried on as it was. Keith Helm, I work for a newspaper. Are you doing a report or something? I think I see where they're going with this. I think I see. Nah, no, I was on my way to work. All right, okay. Missed the opportunity to name drop. Okay, whatever. Oh. What boring small talk to have in this situation. In any case, thanks for saving me. Well, I don't know. What was stopping you from saving yourself? And I'm Karen Morris. You're not hurt at all, right? I mean, I have severe burns on my hands from pulling us up that rope. There was a large earthquake on my way to Airport Island. Oh, is that what that's about? Oh, thanks. I'll take that to the newspaper. When I get to work, I'll write something about that down, shall I? I saw people running outside. I tried to get out too, but the car suddenly tipped over, and then I just stopped trying, I guess. And I just didn't want to get out until you came and did that weird ass rope thing that wouldn't have happened if I just got out on my own. Like here, yeah, they did the thing. See that cloth indicating where to go, an early version of the here's what you're supposed to do game design style. You're very blurry, Karen. I don't know if it's the earthquake. You're very blurry. Would you like to go to dinner sometime? I don't know how to talk to other human beings, but you know, I just say it how it is. When they're blurry, I'll just call them straight ass blurry. Well, Karen was able to escape. You left your goddamn shoes, Karen. Can you pull me up? How strong are you? I mean, I'm strong enough to pull us both up a rope. So like almost anything now, I should be strong enough to get up here. I should be able to pull myself up this, to be fair. Like, why can't I pull myself up this ledge? They really cut some corners by not showing us how we got out of that rope situation. Okay, so we just stand here. ... The screen keeps fading to black. ... Give me some more of that. She wouldn't. Yeah, she fucked off. Right. I get. Yet again, somebody has just left us. Oh no, there she is. Right. Sorry. Did you wait long? What do you mean, did you wait long? How long I waited was completely up to you. The rope was heavy. But I already had a rope. Okay, so you found another rope. Okay, whatever. We could have just brought the rope from earlier. You really tested me, Karen. You think we're both going to get out of this alive? Well, not like this. Not like this. I write the disaster report. I can make it look like an accident, Karen. Save game? Yes. sorry, Karen. Sorry. It's just getting to me. Like I've put myself on the line for you, Karen, here, and it took you so long to come up with the genius idea of getting me to climb up over that barrier. There we go. 5 helicopters. None of them coming for us. All just going about their own business. There are no news cameras. No one's looking at this. Even all these buildings that are nearby, someone might be on the roof looking and notice there's people still trapped on the bridge. We seem to have mostly left the problem of our own accord. We're almost back at the mainland now. You're embarrassing us both, Karen. Look, if you thought those helicopters were coming for us, you've massively overvalued your own life. Look, Keith, the singularity, was not picked up by the helicopters. They're certainly not going to come for you, okay? We just have to sit here and witness the Keith singularity continuing on. Really feels like we've actually escaped. Now we're just in the park. Can we just say that we did it? Looks like no one's here. But why? Was there also a zombie outbreak? I was supposed to be on an airplane by now. Such an inconvenience, this massive earthquake. You know who the real victim is? Not everybody who died in that massive earthquake that destroyed half the city and that huge suspension bridge where most of the trains fell into the sea and I was like the only survivor except this one other guy, Keith. The fucking Keith singularity over here survived because you can't do anything about the Keith singularity, but whatever. I missed my plane. Look, my uncle gave me this. As a random aside, isn't this date wrong? What? If the ticket was for yesterday, then the date should be the 21st. Oh. Huh? How did that happen? Oh my god, you had the wrong goddamn plane tickets. So even if there hadn't been that gigantic cataclysm, you might get stuck at the airport. Now there's a disaster report waiting to happen. Oh no. What's wrong? I forgot about my dog. This AI-generated conversation we're having right here is so out of context. I feel like we should be a bit happy. Didn't we escape the collapsing bridge? Where are we now? I feel like we're safe. It's just weird that nothing is happening. I left my dog with my neighbor to watch him while I'm gone. Hope he's okay. Yeah, probably. Do you want to go there? Well, we have the option of going there, I presume. Let's just carry on with our business, I suppose. We can sit on this bench. Oh, there's a spoon on the ground or something here. Oh, magnifying glass. Okay, take it. Cool. Oh, we can just look out to sea and wonder how things are going. There's the bridge we were on. It looks way more intact from here. I suppose we were right out in the distance in the middle of the sea. That is a huge bridge, to be fair. That must have like 17 suspension towers on it. I don't know about that bridge. That thing was a disaster waiting to happen. I'm going to put that in the report. There's like the whole vibe of a sort of like a Silent Hill or Resident Evil again. Again, like the Shadows of Destiny thing again earlier. Just this walking around a contextless, dead, empty world where everything is liminal, where everything's weird. I really like this vibe. I think it's cool. It's so comfy in a discomforting sort of way. It reminds me of the bad old days with how bad it is. I'm claiming this is a good thing. The entire world is falling over. We're about to get crushed by the highway. We're having a relaxing time playing Disaster Report. Can we like walk over to the side maybe? No, not really. I got judo flipped again by the earthquake. You know how it is. And now I'm too tired. Yeah, I've run out of QP. And my HP's going down because I'm so... Oh my god. I have to drink the water in my pack, but it's so annoying to go in the inventory. So many button presses. It should just be like up on the D-pad to do that or something. Modern control conveniences. Open this. Use... Bottle S, use item, not even going to indicate the yes on the menu. Did I do it? I kind of feel like I didn't do it. Let's go back in and try it again. Use item, use it harder. Whoa, it's like, it's even more button presses than I thought. Okay, we did it. Back. Alive, back to life. I like this game. That's my review. I think this seems like an interesting time to be had. You could have a very comfy time playing this at like, from say like 11 at night to 4 in the morning, that sort of time frame, just playing the whole thing, because the game's so quiet and silent. Really suitable for that nighttime adventure vibe. The next game is this, Ephemeral Fantasia. The thing is, this time I have actually heard of this game. I've heard of it in a negative light, and I almost certainly downloaded it just to see how bad it was, because you never know with these things. It's the old, maybe it's bad in a good way game. So, oh God, I find myself here once again of a morning, forced to play PS2 games. It is simply my duty. I have to do this, okay? Because if I don't... Oh, what was that? Oh, no, half a frame of title screen appeared there. Can you, by no drift of circumstance, get him from why he puts on this confusion? No, get from... I literally can't read. Grating so harshly all his days of quiet with turbulent and dangerous lunacy. You're watching some This Is Content right here. Thanks, Hamlet, for your input. It's basically another, like, JRPG, but supposedly it's really bad. Like, I remember hearing of this years and years ago, so let's just experience it. It's by Konami. That's a famous developer, whipping out some trash, you expect. Always good. Rummy as Royal Guard. They're doing Bag Off as General. Are these the credits? Rena as Ceremony... Are these credits of real people? So somebody called Plossie as Artist. Kite. It's like using gamer names. Like, this is a real indie feel. Do I have a Keyblade? Sir? Sir? You don't have to sleep on the deck. I can see it now. That's Pandual Island. Player. In. I'm so ready to go to Pandual Island as me. Oh, there's the musical thing. Reiselied, is it German? Ephemeral Fantasia. Isn't this an invitation from the ruler of Pandu Island, Sir Zelpheropolis? What? Is it? I guess it's Greece or something. I've heard of your fine reputation as a musician, so I have a request to make of you. Could you please pay a visit to my palace on Pandul? I guess it's Panduli, if it's Greek. Something like that. While it's a small island, we do have the finest. I'm looking forward to meeting you. Yeah, it's really some of the... It's one of the islands of all time, to be honest. You got to check it out. Thanks, Zelvapolis. Sorry to interrupt your little fantasy here, but listen to me a minute. Oh, my guitar's fucking talking to me. I don't want to burst your bubble, partner. We don't have an opportunity to make money like this in a while. You've got to go for it. And now it doesn't advance on its own. So it seems when it has like a paragraph of text to get through, it skips through it real fast, but then hangs on the final line. Good. Brackets. Bad. Let's work together like we always do. We have the option to say no. Well, I suppose we'll just take it to see what happens. No. No. I will not ally with this demon guitar any longer. Only 3 strings as well. I'm saying this because I care, you know. Well, thank you for looking out for my finances, guitar. You always get carried away when it comes to women. Man, I can't listen to this. I hate guitar music. Why did the witch turn me into a guitar? Bullshit. I suppose, like, if they're gonna have a mute protagonist, they just add a second protagonist. Like, the protagonist can't say anything, but in order to have a plot, we'll just have their guitar says all of their dialogue for them. That'll do. So there we go. We gently play our way in to the mysterious Greek-Chinese island of whatever it was called, to play for Xenophon the Great, who's never heard a demon 3-string guitar. Can't believe how ill I still am. It's been a couple of days now of playing PS2 games while ill. You know, it just carries on. You'll be picked up in 6 days. Until then, so there's a time limit. I suppose that this Fantasia is going to be ephemeral. Maybe we can fit that into a lyric in one of our latest tunes. Off they go. Keep watching them go. Keep watching them go. No, I got all day. Okay, we're gonna stop. We're back in the game. We're in the game for the first time. Mouse has found a Thorwing. Literally, I come in here. Look, I come in here to be like, well, that doesn't make any sense, and I can't even read it properly. A Thorwing. Thorwing? Hey there. You're traveling. This man's threatening me with a swordfish. I feel immediately intimidated. You've come to the right place. These islands are going to celebrate the first royal wedding in decades. So things are hopping. We're just going around the docks with swordfish, accosting people. You know, is a swordfish really something to be wielded? And do they have that much rigor mortis that holding it by the tail, it really would be straight up in front of you like a sword? Wouldn't it droop down? Can we get a biologist in here? Because this ephemeral Fantasia is defying my reality. It's not something that happens often, so enjoy it while you can. Okay, I'll walk off with no remark said in response. Probably the correct option. Royal Guard Rummy. Oh, Rummy was mentioned in the credits. Excuse me, but aren't you? No, I'm not. And that's the end of that. Mouse. That's a decent name. I'll be called Mouse. Yeah, sure. Do you have any luggage? Just a talking guitar who I hate. What was that motion? Girlfriend. I don't need luggage. I have a guitar, you see? You see? That means I don't need to change my clothes, for example. It's lucky, I think, that Remy doesn't have a nose, because I probably stink after just lying on the deck of a ship all the way in. Off we go. Let's go to our lodgings. A gorgeous woman right from the start. I got a bad feeling about this. Yep. You know how it's gonna go, Patimo. You're not gonna enjoy our stay. Who's the princess marrying? You came to the island not knowing who she was marrying. I don't know who I or you are. Don't talk about other people. Hey, you have a nose in this scene. It's none other than Sir Zilphopolis himself. What, is that an incestuous marriage? Pretty good. Okay, incestuous marriage. All right, I'll play at this. I'll play at the wedding. I was just gonna crash this whole thing. It's an incestuous marriage. Now we're talking. Is there anything else you want to know? I don't know. What did you eat to make your breasts so large? The guitar very quickly says in the background. What? Who said that? Oh, sorry, it's my guitar. See, exactly, I can get out of all these scenarios. It's not sexual harassment. My guitar said it, okay? It's just, you can't control the demon guitar, even though the demon guitar might actually be an embodiment of my own sin. Something, you know, metaphor, Kafkaesque. Now we just chill, I guess, in this super low-resolution inn-room. She's got an expression that says, I'm stronger than you. She looks strong-willed. Patimo, you were complaining about our potential for womanizing on the island, and here you are, the second we see a potential woe man, starting to hit me with the, yes, let's get dommed by the Royal Guard mummy. Our real profession is robbery. Yes, okay, now we're talking. I don't know what that man is going to ask of us. But this time, like every other time, we're going to take money and treasure in the midst of it all. But if our profession is robbery and you're complaining about how poor we are, I guess it doesn't go very well. Never mind. The island's caught up in the chaos of the wedding. Did you see that pineapple sales lady? Absolute chaos. We could steal anything. No one would notice. Anyway, hey there. Mind if I join you? God damn it. Didn't think it was this kind of inn. I should have suspected something when they said it was free for us to go to the inn. Goddamn Rinner's father comes in to extract his payment. Mind if I join you? To think that a guest of the royal family is staying at my inn makes me hold my head high. Yeet! Excuse me. Don't hesitate to ask. Perfect service is our motto. So I don't want your perfect service, Rinner's father. Really, it's so great. Who would have thought an important guest would stay here? Am I important or not? I don't know. I thought they would have gone to a better inn on the west side of town. Yeah, probably. Accidentally went to the shit inn. I've been here for 10 years, 30 years. How many years has it been? You've been experiencing some sort of ephemeral Fantasia, so you don't really know. It doesn't matter how many years it's been. You're the first goddamn customer that this inn's had in 30 years. Sisyphus does have a good taste. What? Oh, good. Does have good taste. All right. You know, I'm experiencing ephemeral Fantasia myself and just reading what I wanted to say. Eventually, despite appearances, I raised my daughter as a single dad. Blah, blah. What are we talking about? Well, if you'll excuse me now, he said, after having already closed the door. Right, that's that conversation sorted out, I think. Can't deal with that. Right, that was some bullshit. Now let's go steal things. I don't have a nose either. I guess we only have a nose from certain perspectives. We've got a piece of the map of the area surrounding Rinner's Inn. A piece of the map. Don't even give you the goddamn full map. Okay, good service. I can't help but notice there are 2 other beds in my room. Do we have to have roommates here? What sort of inn is this? Oh, and time's passing. And I actually had to do something by 5 p.m, didn't I? Oh, we have to pay attention. It's not the classic JRPG rules. Oh, what's this? Some sort of strange... What? Oh, I blew it. Oh, he died. I was about to say there's a strange system where the NPCs can be pushed away and then popped back into position, but it appears, I don't know. I did it too much and they just disappeared. Okay, fine, whatever. This game is plagued by loading screens, fading to black, fading back up. It doesn't have a continuous town map. That kind of sucks. And on the PS2, with such low graphical fidelity as well, you feel like there'd be loads of extra power to not have to do that. I'm not actually quite sure what I'm supposed to do. I think I was just supposed to explore. Let's try this technique again. This is the same guy. Yeah, you can push them out of position and they flick back in. Adlon's brother told me that drinkers always want to drink. They just want to always be drinking. A sort of philosophical point there. Like, what is a drinker? It is someone who wants to always be drinking. But does such a person even exist? You're talking about the platonic ideal of a drinker, aren't you? Excuse me. Street vendor Laviel says, boy, sure is hot right at the end. Couldn't think of anything to write for that guy. Natika's wife, not everyone on the island is outgoing and friendly. Good. That's a really nice way to tell somebody to fuck the fuck off. Just be like, yeah, pleasure to meet you. It's just a shame we're not all interested in talking to you. And not all of us actually care what you have to say, okay? Do you understand what I'm saying? I quite like that. Maybe I'll have a chance to use that at some point. There's a man with a bird head. Let's see what he says. Oh no, my watch is broken. There's no way I can be on time if this keeps happening. Sounds like it's time you fixed your watch. Excuse me. Excuse me. I'm asking you to excuse me, but I understand you're not going to excuse me. We're exterminating all the monsters that have entered the town. Yeah, they call this place like Paradise Island, a great vacation destination, but there are armed men in the streets doing constant battles with monsters. I suppose that's fine. And we can slightly push them out of position. It ordinarily just wouldn't let you push NPCs, and then you don't have to bother adding an elastic bit of physics to put them back after you've pushed them too much. Anyway, so when it said you got a piece of the map, they'll be real generous. You got this very small drawing of what appears to be about 2 or 3 buildings, almost nothing at all. My father's a famous scuba diver. They have scuba diving in this world? I feel like scuba diving is a relatively high-tech thing to be doing. Okay, whatever. I guess we have an electric guitar, so I don't know. I need to find this inn pretty fast. We've got like 45 seconds to find the inn. This isn't a very pleasant dream, is it? I came here for my ephemeral Fantasia, But it's a dream where you're late to a meeting and you don't even know where the meeting is, so you're just running all over the place looking for it. Can I look at that map again? Oh, that wasn't it. I guess it was back in the middle. Oh, you can further look at it. Okay, it's there. It's near the Central Park. I was at the Central Park at some point ages ago. It's kind of left and down. Can I get my watch back out? I've got 30 seconds. This is intense. Ephemeral Fantasia gameplay action. Oh, it's up there. It's up there. I can't get up there. No, my Ephemeral Fantasia is coming to an end. I've got 1 second to make it. And we didn't make it. Well, Mouse, what are you doing here? Oh, luckily. He's going to save me from this. I present Sir Mouth, the man who doesn't know how to tell the time, read a map, and probably can't talk, from based on what we've seen so far. He's our guest of honor. I don't know. Can we get the camera facing a different direction? I don't know. There, that's more like it. Here we are, Sir Sephiroth. I heard you're marrying your own daughter, and immediately I came to play at your wedding. I'm glad you could make it, young mouse. I've heard of your reputation. Though someone else was playing, I've heard your songs as well. Alright, there's a me cover band on this island. Cool. I was seduced by the melodies of your songs. Ha! Well, you can marry me if you like. I think I'm available. I'll accept the job. He wants me to play at his wedding, basically, so we'll do it. Thank you, Mouse. I'm speechless, just like me. From now on, consider me a friend. He said, the liar. He gradually handed me 100,000 gold pieces, one by one, from his pockets. Did you hear that? He said 100,000 G. This sum makes stealing seem ludicrous. Oh, after getting paid so well, there's no point being corrupt about it. Okay, good. Never mind. Okay, why don't we actually make up a song then? Let me introduce you to my future wife and current daughter, the Princess. Everyone's gliding into the room. Princess L'Oreal, her bloodline to the throne can be traced way back to me, presumably. That's fine. Take your time about it. Yeah, the walk cycle is a little bit faster on the animation than the speed that the characters are moving, so their feet slip on the floor. They need to move a bit faster. She's incredible. Even more beautiful than what they said. Our hands touched as we picked up the guitar, causing a magical effect. Yes, we're stealing this wife. Mouse's heart has been touched. He has inspiration for the new song. Gonna steal your daughter, wife. She's the only one for me. I've been waiting all my life to live in ephemeral fantasy. Excuse me. I mean, yeah, we'll work on it. We'll come up with some lyrics. I don't know. Why don't we play something right now? Oh, we are playing something right now. Okay, let's just come up with something. Do I have to press buttons? Select. Help or config. Please help or config. Instruction, maybe? Press the correct button. By matching the RGB button on the color with the chips that rise up the RGB button. I don't know, I'm literally holding an Xbox controller. I mean, I literally don't know what you're talking about. Do I need a Guitar Hero controller for this? What are you talking about? When the song stops playing, you win if you have any red left on your gauge. If you have no red remaining on your gauge, you do not win, and the game will be over. Oh my god, you get game over if you fail the guitar minigame. Is this actually the game? I thought it was just like a turn-based JRPG. Okay, pressing right on the D-pad makes the blue light up. Right, like that. Pressing L1 makes green light up, and red is L2. Why? Like that. It's just saying bad every time. Oh, you hold the key and press circle. Okay. L2, right circle, circle, right. Oh, that's actually pretty difficult. I wish there was any sort of consistency in that. Now we're doing it. Right. I learned to play the guitar. I love you so much. I learned to play the guitar from just touching your hand. Now that probably went so badly, I'm probably going to get game overed. Rank, blah, 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 score, push any button. Was that okay? Is it okay? It wasn't too bad? I literally learned the guitar during the performance. Really? Amazing! My 3-string guitar technique of mostly slapping my hand on the strings and not plucking them. I'm going, how do you play this bullshit? I don't know how to play this guitar. Bing bong boom bing boom. Not gonna get very far. Boom 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 bing boom boom. Hope it's not. That's not what you're playing during the wedding ceremony, is it? Oh no, that's what I'm playing while I sleep with your wife. During the actual wedding ceremony, I'll come up with something a bit more romantic. Or a bit more grand, I suppose. Finish writing the song early, and then enjoy the island's festivities. Yeah, I've pretty much got the song down, you know. Gonna steal your wife, yeah. Gonna live that fantasy life, yeah. I don't care if she's your daughter too, just something that I have to do. Gonna take your money, gonna take your bride. Living it loud, living life with pride. The phantom thief coming into your fief to steal everything from underneath your nose. We'll work on it. We've got loads of ideas for songs. She's in a bad mood, this girl guide of ours. It appears that even the Honourable Mouse has had his heart stolen by the princess. Well, you know how it is with these phantom thieves. It can't be helped, really. The beauty isn't of this earth. Yeah, she's probably using a spell, you know. It's like in Game of Thrones, you know, Game of Thrones reference. I get it. To her, the princess is nothing more than a love rival. Yes, we all want to get with the mysterious mouse. I'm sorry, Rummy. Not a very good name, is it? You know, your name sounds like you stink. Excuse me. Sorry to say, there's no beauty that can rival her when the bewitching charm of the princess is the opponent. Well, alright, fair enough. My guitar has spoken. I will not be getting with you, Rummy. My guitar's in love with somebody else, you see, and it sounds like I'm making some sort of strange euphemism or an excuse, but no, it's quite literally true. There's nothing here. There's nothing here. Come out at 1 a.m. to start stealing things from the castle, which was heavily implied to be what the game was secretly about the whole time. There's nothing to steal. There's nobody here, no guards, but only because there's nothing, or nothing that isn't already nailed down, I suppose. Maybe we're not the first person to come through here tonight, I don't know. Okay, there's a box there. Okay, how do we get to the box? Oh, come on. Oh, come on. No. Oh, come on. I've been searching for 2 hours. 2 hours. Finally, I saw a goddamn box. I'm not even going to take it. Alright, what's in here? Was there any purpose to this? I really thought I was being clever. Excuse me, sir. Do you know of anything good to steal? Huh? Must have been my imagination. Another empty storeroom. I really thought the game was going to be a bit more interesting than this, sort of leaning into this idea of being a thief and a musician, that you'd sort of case joints, as the game put it earlier, and then find interesting things to steal later at night when all the NPCs are in different positions or something. I've already been down there, and goddamn guards are really getting in the way. Excuse me, what business do you have here at the castle? I'll not answer that question. I will simply walk past and open the doors. Security very, very lax. They at least recognize that I am marauding about in the castle, but if I just give no response to their questions, that's perfectly fine. The magic scientist, Anno, asleep. Anything to steal. Better get out of here for now. Okay, that's weird. Yeah, it didn't even let you leave the castle, because it was really implying you were supposed to do something. It just goes, quick, keep looking for it. And now we got kicked out. This is the princess's room. What? Again, I think when you run out of time to do the objective, it just goes, oh, let's just say you did it. We're not going to program the game around this. Let's just say you actually did it. We made it to the princess's room. We'll just storm in at 5 a.m. to profess our love. You don't have to marry your father, but you do have to marry me. That's the deal. That's the trade-off. Not that bad, is it? You know, I might be okay for all you know. All you know. I'm probably not related to you because our hair's a different color. This princess is a bit weird, is my opening line. Oh, sorry. No, stop me. My guitar said it. You storm in here at 5 a.m. and call me weird. No, my guitar said it. Oh, okay, you're off the hook. Fucking guitar. What a bitch. Some traveling musician comes into her room in the middle of the night. She doesn't bat an eye. It's so sad. Just in general. So sad another new person has come here. Into the prison of this island. Yeah. Look, life is a prison. Do you want to hear me play my new mixtape? I got loads of songs about incest. I've been thinking them up all day. Do you want to hear them? Can't hang around forever. Better get out of here now. Well, that was a very strange bedroom breaking into scene. Like, neither of us really cared about it happening, and we just sort of cut it short. I feel like somebody should have said something about all of that, but never mind. We'll just go on. So the princess is trapped in a prison. You know how it is being rich. You know, you have to marry your dad and live in luxury. You know, there are trade-offs, basically. She would rather be a roguish traveling musician breaking into people's houses. There's a rumor that a mysterious shadow that isn't human has been sighted inside the demon reactor. Oh. Not inside the demon reactor. That's the last place you want to see a mysterious shadow. I don't... Why are we using a demon power plant anyway? Don't you hear that it gives off toxic waste or something? Or what? Of course, no one believes such ridiculous tales, but... And what do you say? You can go only so far as the hallway. Entry into the demon reactor is not permitted. I suppose we'll just have a quick look at this. What do you mean, demon reactor? We've got to clarify what you're even talking about there, because it sounds like a pretty big deal. You know, does the island have a dark secret? I suppose. There's a massive commercial power plant that's powered off the souls of the dead in the back. What are you doing here? The soldier says. An extremely good question. And my response is, I'll just walk past. You can't enter. Oh, I actually can't go through this door. For once, somebody's actually going to push back on me. Just constantly stealing things. We should really come up with a plan for today. Yeah, I mean, what even is the game, by the way? What we're supposed to be doing? I teleported back to my bed. Good morning. Lovely day, isn't it? I suppose. When I'm looking at the princess, I definitely get the sense we're going to get in trouble. Should we just get out of here? Yeah. Fuck this game. Let's just go. Let's take that route. I'm more lover than a fighter, so what? I don't know what you mean. Oh, as in get out of here. We're not going to do the game. We're just going to go back to harassing the princess. That's what you meant. Okay, fine. Yeah, fine. Good. Fine. Cut to a new scene. We're in the jungle. You know how it is. Well, I don't. What's going on? For the ceremonial event, it sure is quiet. No one's here. It's roomy. Oh, here we go. It's time for the steamy beach scene. Sir Mouse, what are you doing here? I don't know. I was trying to stalk my other potential girlfriend, but I ended up stalking you. What a funny world it is. Oh my god. Suddenly there was a random battle. They're just introducing this, I don't know, a sea louse is coming at me. Uh-oh. You're following me very closely, Rummy. Trying to do the thing where each step is exactly like behind my step, with our feet just barely in contact at the back. Well, whatever. We were supposed to go somewhere by 8, so yet again, it's like, oh, like, am I supposed to actually navigate there? Or should I just wait for the time limit to run out and then teleport there? I don't know. There's no time to make these decisions. We've got to fight these sea lice with my sword. I don't know. This kind of battle system and the idea that this was even a game that had combat really came out of nowhere. It's just like, I guess it's a JRPG, so you have to fight sea lice, I don't know, sometimes, now and again. And now Sephiroth summons, oh my god, there's some goddamn Draugr in here. Okay, whatever, I don't like the look of this. This whole island gives off a bad vibe, like from the incest to the demon reactor to the weird Draugr ceremony as part of the wedding. I don't know what this is. Must have taken a while to animate this. They did a flip! Sephiroth, not even looking at it. The princess sort of dull-eyed, uninterested in all of this bullshit. But along the way, something magical is happening. Probably. I feel like what the game should have done is, with this whole time-based mechanic, it should give it the option to miss things and do other things, and probably turn into a time loop-based thing. Like, why didn't we just make Majora's Mask instead? Okay, they messed up the opportunity. It's too close to a better game. So the game would be better if the game was worse, because it's gone too far in the direction of a good game. It makes you want to keep going that way. But if it was a standard JRPG with no time mechanics, this would seem really normal, and I wouldn't be thinking, damn, why even bother having both the stress of the time mechanic and the missed opportunity of the time mechanic? We summoned the crystal skull, the princess died, but the groom does not care. We've got the rock, and that's what really matters. And I suppose the Draugr, you know, they've done their paying gig for the year. They can go back in their crypts. I don't know. Well, it's like, fuck those guys. We're off. We did it. They were making a whole big deal about how this would be a ceremony, but nobody showed up to even look at it, so it's not that much of a big deal. What a magnificent gem. First time I've seen it, yeah. Not the first time you've seen 6 snake-headed Draugr do a sexy dance, though. You know how it is on this island. So, Mouse, do you have a minute? Well, I actually don't, because of the time-based mechanics. Psht, psht. I mean, the procession, the priest walked off, leaving the princess just lying on the floor just now. No, she's gone. She's gone. Never mind, never mind. You know, I was reading that as a sort of callousness towards the princess, who really does need to be rescued from this prison of an island. But I don't know if that's actually where I was going with it. Oh, the sea, I forgot. I already forgot. Oh, it's not a louse this time. It's an armor crab. Keep slashing the armor crab. I suppose this is like, yeah, you can tell why people would say this game is bad. That combat's too annoying. Like, this combat system needs to be removed entirely from the game. That's like my immediate thought to this. Like, I think the game was fine as a visual novel so far. The combat seems like a real drag. Like, it's really bringing it down. Absolutely nothing fun or interesting about that. They have an absolute obsession with rotating the camera here. I think the camera is just constantly rotating. Oh, my sword was in the guitar. That's pretty badass. That's actually pretty badass. The guitar is just the sheath. We are fighting our way through all of these crabs, and the guitar levels up separately to you. That's pretty good. I take it all back. It's amazing. It's amazing. That's really good. Right. Oh my god. Except for the fact there's random battles, combined with the fact that I don't know where to go, means it's going to be really annoying to have to navigate. And here we are fighting a goddamn rabbit. Multiple rabbits coming at me from all sides. They better die in one hit. They might actually be able to defeat us at this rate. Seriously. Seriously, I'm being savagely mauled to death by these goddamn rabbits. One left. No, 34 health. Missed. No, not like this. Not like this. Not like this. Come on, baby. No. 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 Not like this. Not like this. While our ephemeral Fantasia came to a rapid end, we were mauled to death by fluffy white bunnies. And what's this? Don't. It just sends you back to the start of the game. Are you serious? It just didn't give you anything. It picked up in 6 days and it just sends you back to the start of the game. You've got to be kidding me. That's so old school. A game this far in the future shouldn't have some bullshit like that. Not even a menu. Like, can we save? Or anything like that? You know? If it was the modern age, it would just put you back, like, just before the rabbits killed you, on the understanding that you probably don't care about fighting your way back up to the rabbits battle. Just let you try the rabbits battle again. Ephemeral Fantasia. I came in here having heard the reputation that the game is bad, and then playing it, I thought this game has tons of potential. It's weird, it's lecherous, it's got like random crap all over the place. This could be interesting to play at the very least, like interesting to analyze why it's so weird and lecherous, but no. It's got too much bullshit. You're off the docket, Ephemeral Fantasia, but I'm sort of disappointed. I really feel like that was going somewhere. YABOI back at it again with some more PS2 games. You know what I kind of miss? Ephemeral Fantasia. I feel like I thought about it a few times after I stopped playing it back whenever that was. Welcome to another time, and welcome to another game from Universal, the film studio. We're playing a movie tie-in game. It's Peter Jackson's King Kong, the official game of the movie. Do not accept any unofficial King Kong games, or Peter Jackson's King Kong game of the movie games, okay? And we have the absolute privilege of actually being able to take English. Boom. Now that's a rare game accessibility feature. How hard do you have to work on the Vinci Code to get it to be in goddamn English? Peter Jackson knows how to make a film, and maybe someone knows how to make a game about his films. Almost certainly not. All games that are to do with films are bad. Are there any exceptions to this rule? No. You're probably saying, what about no? No. Now carrying straight on, okay? I think I've proven my point. What my point is, I'm ignoring your point. That means I win. It's Jack Black! You know, I've actually seen this film, I think. I really feel like I have seen this film. But in such a way that I don't remember a single thing about it. I feel like it has Adrian Brody in it. Maybe I replaced Jack Black with Adrian Brody in my mind. I don't know. It doesn't matter. What better way to relive the story of King Kong? Oh, there he is, which was also reliving the story of the old King Kong films. We're like 4 remakes deep in the story of King Kong at this stage. What if Monkey Big... Make a game out of that. Go. And that's basically what the developers had to do. We're here in 1933 in the Pacific Ocean. I wonder what genre of game it is. What, is this going to be a Bioshock-like? This better be really good. That's kind of what I'm hoping for, that this will turn out to be really good. Right stick to aim. Oh, got that inverted y-axis controls. There we go. Hello. Vertical sighting. Validate. Invert. Oh, who did Devin Raposo write the UI? Do they go to some sort of desert island where there are giant monkeys? something, I don't know. Fight the giant monkey, kiss the giant monkey. Oh right, I was facing the wrong direction. Everything's happening in the other direction. We're now back in the game. You have the option to simply not watch the film. A new interactive film experience by somebody who was facing the other direction and simply didn't see the stuff that's happening. Over my dead body, we're almost there. I wonder what they're talking about. This is just like the beginning of Steambot Chronicles. Has anybody here played Steambot Chronicles?
Just gotta hope he saw us. If he did, he'll come looking for us with the seaplane.
I mean, you're saying that they can't see that we were hit by rocks and shipwrecked. I can see them. Are we talking about that ship? Do we want them to rescue us? Like, don't we still have a boat? How stranded are we? How stranded are we?
Can barely see 15 feet in front of us.
That's a weird measurement. We can see 0 feet in front of us. It's completely pitch black. But whatever. Oh my god! This game is surprisingly good. It's like animated and stuff. I expected nothing, so I think I'm going to be impressed because of that. I just assumed it would be absolute trash. This really is a Bioshock-like. And he's going to give me a gun. I didn't expect it to bother being a first-person shooter. I kind of expected it to be some kind of top-down game. No UI. Do I have infinite ammo? I don't. I'm immediately out of ammo. Why are we fighting a scorpion? I guess we're just not questioning this. This just sort of happened. What is that? It's interesting. You press X on people to do something.
You right in?
I'm fine.
It's weird. They kind of... It's like a talk menu, but it makes them stick to you while you're talking. Hey, Hayes. 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 How do I put bullets in this gun? Is this how you use a gun? Hayes. Please advise. Don't look at me like that. I mean, you've got a gun. Why do I have to go into this weird, like, arena pit and fight the crabs while you guys stay out here? Are we... How confident are we this is the only place we can go? Should we go back to the boat and just go back to the fucking ship? And who's this guy? It's Jack Black. He's just looking the other way. He's not paying attention. You've got a camera. Look, if I'm going to go into the pit and fight these fucking crabs hand to hand, you better film it. I at least want to get some views off of this trash.
This island is fantastic, Jack.
He calls me Jack. You're Jack. Oh, whatever. Well, Jack Black's not interested. I think I'm going to have to pistol whip these crabs. I don't know what's going on elsewhere, but I'm doing this. I'm glad that it's actually Jack Black doing the voice acting. This is pretty good. That's the deal. When you got that film tie-in game, you can get the film staff to work with you. Pretty nice. Something's going on. Eventually I'll get back around this post and see what it is. Am I supposed to be helping? Anne's getting absolutely annihilated. Oh, was I supposed to be opening this door? Probably not. You're fine. Fantastic, Jack Black comments as Anne crawls away half dead. Oh, and she's being dragged away. Surprisingly good animations. Again, I expected literally nothing. I'm getting something. What is this? Is this secretly good? Jack Black's got a stick and occasionally he wields it. He's ready for action, standing at attention, full mast. Now it's like, well, go save. I guess I will. You're about to die after this, you better save. Oh, there's some of the others. They're having an hard time. That guy in the middle isn't swaying at all. The boat's swaying completely. Do you guys even know how to row? You're paddling the oars in the air. That's not how it works. Look, they're never going to reach us. This is their first time using a rowboat. That rowboat's really buoyant as well. What's even happening to it? Okay, they're gone. We'll see them again. I don't think so. Okay, supposedly a plane's going to rescue us. Let's look for a place for the plane to land. What's that? Pick up a bone? Nice. Press circle to check ammo.
2 magazines on backup.
Oh, so when it says check ammo, your guy just says how much ammo you have. That's kind of interesting. That's kind of, like, innovative. There's no ammo UI. You can press a button and your guy will say how much ammo he has allowed. Doesn't really make any sense. Like, you can't think of how much ammo you have. I think something's going on. We're still surely in the King Kong tie-in game, but for some reason we're now in the Tomb of Balin from Lord of the Rings. I don't quite know how this has happened. And we are being attacked by centipedes. Again, I thought it was about monkeys. What is King Kong anyway? Come to think of it, why am I fighting centipedes in Balin's tomb with a spear? Well, my spear turned into a shotgun at some point. Well, luckily, the shotgun's more effective. He ain't going nowhere. Oh, there's another one, right? Okay. Well, we'll solve this problem that has occurred for some reason. Okay. Did we solve it? I think we solved it. Jack Black, any updates on the situation? He's fine. Jack! Did you want me to do something about that? And this is good. When the NPCs get wounded, they like help each other and have animations for it. This is way too good. I feel like good games aren't this good. Like, other good games don't have features that are this good in them. Jack Black keeps getting annihilated by every enemy, but the other NPC keeps reviving him, so that's good. What was that? Looks like Anne here picked up the stick that Jack dropped, and now she's gonna heal him? I mean, this is just like happening dynamically. That's way too good. That's way too good. That takes programming. That takes testing. I'm going to take this stick with me if you don't mind. Way too good. What is happening? This is like Bioshock Infinite tier character interactions in this PS2 ass movie tie-in ass fighting giant centipedes with a stick ass game. It's better than Tomb Raider as well. Saved your life. Better than Tomb Raider as well. This is before its time. It's got it all. It's got it all. Is it dead? Is it dead? Yeah, that's what I thought. Get back down there. He's not dead. He's definitely not dead. Never mind. Excuse me. Oh, right. Sorry, Anne. Was I supposed to be doing something about this? These centipedes have great ragdoll physics, and he's filming the whole thing this time. This is good. This is great footage. 4 magazines now. Somehow I'm moving up in the world of having ammunition.
Without a stretch of water, he'll never be able to land the seaplane.
There's no water to land the seaplane. Oh no. If only we were on some sort of island where there was water fucking every... What do you mean he can't land the seaplane? I thought it was a land plane and we were going onto the island, or going further into the island to look for somewhere to land. It's a seaplane? Well, why are we going away from the sea, Anne? Okay, well, we'll find somewhere to land the seaplane, and by that, I mean we're going to fight giant centipedes at some sort of vampire battle. I don't know what the shit that is. Don't worry about it, okay? Yes, we can set the ground on fire when there's an enemy in that area to kill it. Physics and shit. Elements and shit. It's like Genshin Impact and shit. It's like Breath of the Wild. So far before its time. What are those? They look kind of fluffy. What are those? Throw bait. Throw a bait away from the path. Throw a bait? Can we get some more info on what the hell you're talking about? Is this the bait? Oh, it is the bait. So if I like put the ferret here, is that what it's saying? Like, nah.
Now's our chance.
And the spiders go after the ferret, and we can just run past. Oh my god, surprisingly good. I can do this all day, bitch. It seems you can do this all day as well. The melee attack does not do very much damage. Report. You have to melee enemies 100,000 times. Who messed up the balancing in the King Kong movie tie-in game? I guess it's to make bullets really powerful. You have to make the melee really weak to make it worth preserving ammo and feel worthwhile. Beginning to wonder though, does the melee attack do any damage whatsoever? I appear not to be taking damage. It at least stun locks the enemy. Anne, can you do something about this? Anne, are you still there, Anne? But somehow it turned into a spear. What even are the controls in this game? Oh, and now there's 2 of them. Now I'm really gonna have to stun lock them. Oh no. No. Please let there be a stick on the floor. Somehow this situation just get resolved. I'm so disoriented. It was somehow resolved. Oh, Thingy's up there. She's got 2 sticks. And now I also somehow have a stick. Yet again. Simply wishing you had a weapon. The game will eventually give you one somehow.
Ready, Jack?
Let's go.
What the fuck? She's like, ready, Jack? Throws a flaming spear at me. Oh. Was that an AI glitch? Was I supposed to just not be standing there? Don't get too close. Okay. Rescued once again. Bioshock Infinite, the prequel. Way better. You've got good aim. You reached your hand out and successfully made contact with my hand, thus allowing you to drag me out. Nice shot, kid. Not too bad. You can kind of see what they were doing with that. Makes sense. Oof, oof, that's pretty good. Right. I kind of get this. I could imagine playing this. It's got this real in the past feel, where like there's 3 good weapons, use them well, and then you're back to your shitty infinite ammo normal weapon. That's how it used to be, a mix of like realism and arcade, where there's still some strategy there, but if you really suck, it's not too bad. Well, I beg to differ, I suppose. Maybe I can't do this, but maybe you know what I mean as well. Great game design, surprisingly dynamic, can't even say it, it's so good. Too good to describe. And we can set this on fire. That's something. Set more things on fire. It worked. Let's get out of here.
Oh my god!
What? Look, I'm killing the enemies. We don't even have to fight them. Fire damage, bitch. Basically, way too good. What is that? I've got like a bruise on my hand from holding the controller so damn hard. That's how pro a gamer I am. That's how intense Peter Jackson's King Kong, the official video game movie tie-in, blah blah blah, is. Way too good. Easily the best game I've played in my PS2 adventure for some reason. Or at least the best, like, immediate opening for a game. Maybe those turn-based tactics games are good in a sort of, it takes 250 hours of menuing good, but this has features that were used in games in the future, and then in the future people were like, wow, so innovative. No, it all came first in the Peter Jackson King Kong movie tie-in game on the PS2. For some reason. I guess they had infinite money or something from the film, so they just made it straight up good. Now here, deep in the darkest depths of content, really late into a This Is Content video. In 2023, I don't even know if this will come out in 2023, alright? Ages ago was the rest of that stuff, the PS2 game. I'm back. I'm not ill. This is years later. How long is it? It's like 6 months later, okay? Because I really thought I did them all. But no, I don't have footage of all these PS2 games. So I have to go back. We're going back. I'm not ill this time, but I am really stressed and tired just from other things, okay? So I thought that's going to recreate the effect and keep this particular content video really consistently like stressed and dying and easily impressed to some extent as a result. You know, it helps the PS2 games here. I'm pretty sure that I loved Peter Jackson's King Kong, and that can't have been good. I must have been lying. I don't know. For some reason, I've got great positive memories of this game. It occurs to me almost immediately that I don't have my controller anymore. That's occurring to me now. It's occurring to me now. Okay, I'll be back. I'm gonna have to go find a controller. Attempt 2 with an Xbox controller. Will it? Hashtag just work. Oh. Does anything just... When was the last time that something went well? You're so far into a This Is Content video. I know nothing has gone well for you recently. Please. No. Why doesn't it accept... No. How do I get it to work before? Now this is content. Let's test if we can run the game in NTSC 60Hz mode. The button works. It's testing it. If you can see this message, then your TV can support NTSC 60Hz. I'm so happy. The goddamn countdown. Press X! Ooh. I nearly failed. Just start game. Game is started. Alright. SOS Game Street. Pink Pong. How is this from 2004? This feels like it's from 1984. When was the past? Let's just play some goddamn pink pong. I don't like ping pong. It looks exactly the same. You know, ping pong's not a trademark name. You can call it ping pong. Oh, this is punk pong. It's a completely new sport that I invented myself. I own all of the rights to it, I'll have you know. I'm going to press the start button. Many options. Dramatic being clearly the most dramatic choice. I'm so ready to go. No. What was I supposed to do? Look, do it. What? Okay, press A to drop the ball on the floor. B, Y, Y! Press Y to drop the ball on the floor in a different way. Ping pong is like a mind game. It's a game of psychological warfare. Which side am I going to stand on? Luckily, there's a conveyor belt just off frame. She's kind of jumping. I think I can outlast her. This is some real ping pong metagaming. Ping pong metagaming. If I can jump about for longer than she can, I'll win on stamina. There are some basketballs in the background. Let's get serious about this. I think I get the ponging, it's just not the pinging. That's really happening to me. My limit bar's going up or something, I don't know. It feels like my inputs interact with the game in some way. You know, it feels like my character is influenced by my inputs. We're playing a video game right here. What I can't tell you is what the connection is. I'm able to teleport around, I'm partially invisible, the AI is absolutely abysmal. Well, somehow we are getting through this game of ping pong. It's 8-2. The secret to ping pong is I think they can't ever return if you're standing at the far edge of the table, like that. They just won't return it. So I don't know what the secret to ping pong actually is. I felt like I was getting a lot of wins. There it was, there's the miss. There's something you can do over there that makes them just not hit it back. And they're doing the same thing to me, quite obviously. Oh Christ, now what? Oh, I'm getting absolutely obliterated. This is actually quite close. We're both at one game, and this game has been pretty even so far. And look at this epic rally. Just don't hit it. Oh Christ, hit it somehow, yes! This has been the most intense game of Ponk Ping that I've played in a long time, and we just lost the point. It's getting closer and closer. Please, for the love of Christ. Yeah, there we go. There's the exploit. Just don't return it. Thanks for not returning it. That really helped me out if you just don't even try. Please. Yes! Yes! Game, set, match, biatch! You just got obliterated in ping pong. How do you feel? There's no coming back from this. Oh, I lost. I guess I have no choice. Here. Your clothes. Uh-oh. Turns out it's that kind of ping pong game. Yes, that kind of ping pong. Turns out it was stripped ping pong. Well, that's fine. You haven't heard? Oh, you get my outer garments if you win. Good luck to you. Alright, I'll just face the other way and close my eyes. And then beat you at ping pong. I'm just that good. Remember me? I went bowling with you last week. Oh, there's a backstory to this match. Oh, you camera boy or something, right? That's my name. I don't know how I introduce myself. What do you mean? It's okay if you beat me. I'll let you snap away to your heart's content. Well, we did it. We found a lecherous ping pong game. I suppose my life's better now. The exploit still works. This is good. Do you think we can get through them all? If I could just get through them all real quick. I'm sure some of these are just nothing. Shadow Hearts. That's another game I would have downloaded purely because it sounded so generic. I was like, oh, that's a really boring title. Quickly download that and see how boring it is. Movie designer Hiroshi Nagano. He designed that. It pans down from the moon. I can see it now. A train on a moonlit night. South Manchu autumn. The same year. The very same year. As I explained earlier, this makes sense. But what is this? A man who's wearing shoes is on the train. Oh, he's a fancy pants. It's a bourgeoisie carriage for one. There could be only one bourgeoisie on this train, comrades. Oh, for something, please. No, I'm way too stressed and bored for nothing to happen. I'm not the target audience of this game. I'm not ready for the long haul. I'm not ready.
So, why the special train in the middle of the night to escort this girl to Japan? She looks pretty ordinary to me. Hell if I know.
Excuse me. I think we've got some people from New York getting the train to Japan, escorting a mysterious girl. Okay, and I just got a flash of the voice acting. I'm going to have to turn it down because it's too good. There's some real good voice acting. What the fuck? Now this is happening. Oh my god! At least wear a hat. You're so bald. Anyway, they're trying to kill the only member of the bourgeoisie. It can't be done. I'm embodying the spirit of capital. Mere bullets can't stop me. Bullets only exist because of my nitrate mining concerns, good sir, therefore making me immune to their effects. If you don't know the rules of capitalism, then don't play, my good friend.
Ah, a new actor in our play.
A new actor in our play. It's Edge Maverick. I guess he's not going to say anything. Oh. Bourgeoisie beam. We got obliterated by that guy. I wonder who we are. Random. This is just like that part in Final Fantasy VIII. It's exactly the goddamn same. It's Rude Hero punching Wind Shear 1 on a train. What's that? I missed. Whatever that was, I failed miserably. This is really, really like that bit in Final Fantasy VIII. Miss. What am I trying to do? Guys, it was too hard. This generic ass JPEG ass JRPG has failed to allow me to succeed. No, I didn't fail. Anyone else played Final Fantasy VIII? Look at that run cycle. Look at that run cycle. Christ alive. Let's just see that again. Look at that. Ooh, that's so funky. He pumps it with his arms like he's got ski poles. That's absolutely amazing. It looked like it wanted me to do something here. There's some invisible thing. You've received Thera Leaf. Okay, cool. I'm gonna pick some leaves off the ground of this train. What the? This is the train from Final Fantasy VIII. Up there. Squalls on the fucking roof. It's still happening. Oh no, the bourgeoisie man was on the roof. I thought he teleported away. He just went up on the roof. Why? His name's Bacon. You're a persistent little rat, aren't you? Yes. Not very windy on the roof of this train, is it? You ain't getting away, pups. And now the battle you were all waiting for. The Prole Hunter versus the Prole. Or is it the Prole Hunter? Well, we're about to find out. Roger Bacon standing very nobly on the roof of this rapidly moving train. You gotta go bup, bup, bup. Yeah, good, nice. Now we are kicking the fook out of this bourgeoisie man who will not even take his hands out from behind his back. This is a standing there, here I realize moment right here. And he is having a revelation, funnily enough. Oh my god. Summoning ancient bourgeoisie magics, doing 999 damage. Okay, I guess you were supposed to lose, so it's lucky that I suck. Okay, we got away with how badly that was going. Uh-oh, here comes another bourgeoisie beam. What are we gonna do? Something? No, let's not do that. Question mark. Something sparkling on the floor. Whoa, what on earth? I'm so poor. You can't take any more money from me. The proles are evolving into giga-proles. We can't exploit their labor because they're so shit they can't do any labor. Actually, no. I decided to resolve this situation by punching him in the face. Why didn't I think of that before? Ow, my face. This will cost a fortune to get back. Oh no, he said something else. I took the girl. I jumped into the moon. See ya. Shadow Hearts. I think we all know what's happening in this game so far. It's rich versus poor versus demons. The one side in this war that the Stalinists will never suspect. Yo there. Yo there. What a cross-cultural thing to say. Finally coming to, huh? And so am I. If you're looking for the train, it's long gone. This guy's real snarky. What a rude hero. He sat there while she was unconscious, like for hours, thinking of like the funniest thing he could say when she woke up. And he's like, oh, I'll mock her about the train. Oh, looks like you'll need a new train ticket, because that train is long gone, girlfriend. Do you want to know how? No, she shook her head, not caring. Fuck. Hours. Pretty exciting, huh? Girl in danger. No, stay away. Stay away? I haven't even done anything yet. Yet? Alright. You said the quiet part out loud, rude hero. Well done. Well, this is going well so far, isn't it? Where do you think you're going? It's not safe that way. You should stay with me, where it's safe. For now. Hey girlie, don't run off like that. Give me a break. Such a rude hero. Oh no, I'm being troubled by my past. No, my past. Dark and lig. Renid. Furniture is worth living. So here we are, just walking about somewhere in Manchuria. Eek, said the girl in danger. They didn't want to go for the damsel in distress trope. So like, well, let's kind of change it up. Call it something else. And look at this run. Oh my god. Is there a better run cycle in anything ever? Oh, I'm drawn into a cutscene. Oh, for like precious seconds of control, you're playing a JRPG. Cool. And then he's just explaining it himself. Because of the voice, I'm changing from an ordinary bad boy into a real psycho. Alright, at least I did the therapy on myself. I'm a real bad boy, real edgy, but then I got these voices in my head, and now I'm like super edgy, and then I walk around at night fighting the bourgeoisie. So are you a psycho? Do you see weird things? Do you want to go out on a date with me? Psycho, ready to meet other psychos. Psycho dating, somewhere in the middle of Manchuria, in the middle of the night. Meet up for psycho dogging here outside the Manchurian train station. Maybe. Maybe. My name is XXX Borg Killer XXX. You can call me XXX Borg Killer XXX. For short. Thank you. You're so kind. XXX Borg Killer XXX. I'm in love. I'm Alice. Boring. Why, pro lover. Why, the ultimate complimentary character. Just about fits. I'm why, pro lover, why, Elliot. King of England, please call me why, pro lover, why. We're all asking why, this deep, alright? Yeah, why, pro lover, why, huh? Even your name's cute. And now, we're back to the run cycle. Oh my god. We're going to slay the bourgeoisie. We're going to slay the bourgeoisie. Oh, Christ. And another Final Fantasy VIII reference. It's got this random battle sequence. There's spiders and dogs. Let's go and do it. Let's go punch these spiders. 1, 2, 3. That's how you do it. You just press X 3 times. Such an annoying input to do a regular attack. Can't we just press X 1 time? We're getting some serious trouble. This quick time event. I think you have to mash the button to make the line go in the red area, but then as you let go, it kind of like starts going back, and you have to mash it to be like, no, go back in, and now sort of stay in the area. Oh, there it is. That's a really difficult quick time event. I've never seen anything like it. I suppose that's useful because you can use a really difficult quick time event to represent something that actually is supposed to be difficult for the character. I suppose we can continue on now that you've pulled the handle off of a sluice gate. Yep, I guess so. You've received sluice gate handle. Good. More epic JRPG action. We can open the sluice gate, but I don't really care or know why we're doing this. And oh my god! And it's one of these games where these battles are really slow. Like you have to wait for the animations to go for a while. There's some kind of game here. That's the impression I'm getting. Like maybe this is going somewhere. I don't know how enjoyable it's going to be because I don't like this battle system. It's way too slow for me. Don't attack the spider. It costs cure on yourself. There you go. I don't really like this gimmick of having a spinny thing to input your moves. I'd like to input the moves and skip the animations. I just want to have the effect of the move. Like I just want the strategy element of it. Okay, I closed this sluice gate. What are we trying to do again? Update. What the fuck's going on? I don't care. I can run like this. That's all that matters. Maybe I could go down. Okay, the cutscene will tell me why that was of any significance. Looks like it'll take a while for the water to drain. Hey, I say we take a rest over there. Why are we draining the water from this sluice gate? Who are we? Wait a minute. Get the flare guns out. We need the contact squad here right now. I just remembered. I have no idea what's going on even slightly, even a tiny amount. Fox face. At last, we meet. How much did that mask cost you, Fox face? If you want to be cool, you gotta spend more than 1,000 yen on this shit. Alright? What are you doing out here, Fox face? At last, we meet. Father? Oh, well, that explains everything. What are you doing here? Running the family business, son. Killing the bourgeoisie. I saw that you got 200 gold pieces from punching a wolf. Now you're over the threshold. I've come to visit, boy. The souls of the monsters you've killed are quite lonely, you see. Souls of the? Monsters I've killed? You? See, what a lovely face. Oh, thanks, Daddy. And yet I must show proper courtesy. It is thanks to this woman's power that I am even here. Her power? She can summon my dad? What does that even mean? The world overflows with the ghosts of the monsters you've slain. I don't know, I've killed like 4 spiders. The gate of eternal darkness was closed until now. I thought it was a sluice gate. Oh, that was the gate of eternal darkness. Alright, let's write some context in. Stakes are pretty low. Main character's opening a floodgate. How about, no, it's the gate of eternal darkness. The ghosts of your enemies summoned your dad wearing a cheap-ass fox mask. This woman is causing the gates to open. The ghosts sealed inside. They call to me, boy, and they demand that I devour your very soul. Oh, come on. Let me off the hook, Dad. No, I had to kill my son because the voices inside him were telling me to devour his soul. And I could hear it. I could hear it. I could hear it. No, I will not show my face. No enemy health bars, so nobody knows if this was a worthwhile attack or not. Nice, bad, player feedback and rewarding. I love it. We're getting absolutely obliterated. It's time to open up the items menu and eat some goddamn leaves. It's demon souls. Oh, press X to eat leaves. Oh, there we go. I threw it into the air, caught it in my mouth. 75 HP, Dad. Now what are you gonna do? Exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark. I just remembered. I can turn the entire world into the hell dimension. It costs 4 SP to do this. He's using Mega Flare. Is this just like bubbles? He blew a bunch of bubbles at me. 63 damage, but I'm still alive with 1 health. Oh yeah, I've got more of these leaves, Dad. Come on. Why don't you let me off the hook? Death. Okay, fine. Game gets annoyed if you don't lose the you're supposed to lose fight and just casts death on you. Alright, fine. I lost. Oh, now I'm in the graveyard from Medieval on PS1. Cool. What's going on? Is this Bloodborne? Oh, we got sucked into goddamn PS2 era Bloodborne. Where am I? Please be Bloodborne. It's just like in my dreams. Welcome to the Hunter's Dream. Borg Killer XXX. Please, somehow this needs to be happening. Just like in Bloodborne. Yes. It's pretty good. So this is the closest you're going to get. Bloodborne RPG in PS2. As close as you're going to get. Moonhowl. Oh, Christ. Yeah, these things were in Yarnum, weren't they? Okay. Never mind. I thought Bloodborne was like an original title. It's just a spiritual successor to Shadow Hearts on the PS2 the whole time. Never mind. There's the workshop in the background. It dropped its soul as well. Oh my god, how many blood echoes did we get for killing that tiger werewolf? We did that. Yeah, I knew you'd show up, just like in Bloodborne, but it didn't quite go as planned, eh? Huh? What the? Suddenly I feel awful. I feel that my game is plagiarizing something. No. We can't do this. This is copyright infringement from the past. Can you plagiarize something that happens in the future? You can now. Such is the nature. Time is convoluted, and a violent impulse wells up inside you. You've received the soul of Tigurian. That's a really lame name. I didn't like it. Good name to things like XXX, Borg Killer XXX. A new spirit to fuse with. Is this my power? I don't know. Oh, this tutorial text says that it is. Good. I can equip that soul. Don't forget, I didn't even read it, let alone remember it. Let's carry on. Let's go into the Hunter's Workshop. Look, the messengers are here. That door, it's straight out of fucking Bloodborne, mate. And the things from Crash Bandicoot are here. Now I see, so it was you all along pulling the strings, eh? Right at the beginning, the grand conspiracy of the game has been revealed. This world is a reflection of your own mind's darkness. Darkness you have created yourself. You mean in my shadow, heart? If only we believed the Hunter's Dream would be less gringy. Gringy, dingy, and grungy. Gringy, you know what I'm saying? The Grail Mask says, hoo, hoo, hoo. The more of our brethren roaming about the world you strike down, the more you shall become saturated with venomous malice, born of their bitter vengeance. I am the spirit of the 5 dogs you kicked on the way here, and I will make you a personal hell from the darkness inside your heart. But you can equip our souls in battle. So, swings and roundabouts, really. I'd keep things as they are, It's only going to get worse if we try and change things from this. It's pretty good, isn't it? Most people don't have this bullshit going on in their head. You think I'm scared? Don't make me laugh. I've been hunting monsters for over 10 years. Oh, so you're 12 years old now. Oh, I can handle one or two of those guys with a flick of a finger. I just press X when the dial is on the right colored part of the thing. You got that, you bodiless freaks? Otacon's back at it again. Don't get so excited, you're playing Shadow Hearts, my friend. You loved your father so much that now you're wandering aimlessly in search of him, and when you do see him, you immediately start punching him to death. Yes, I've got it all figured out. I dropped out of psychotherapy school, and I think I understand you entirely. Stay out of this. Look, I'm just out for revenge for my parents. It's none of your concern. Oh, sorry, do you want me to wear a mask? And now for the next boss, it's Evil 4. And how do you fight such a deep sequel in the Evil series? You punch it. I like how there's 3 skulls to represent Evil 4, just to make sure you don't understand what's happening. I mean, I was going to say, is it like Evil 4 as in it's 4 people who are evil because there were 4 masks before? Not anymore, well, never mind. Maybe, it's hear no evil, see no evil, and the other one. The invisible one, like in Sekiro. More Soulsborne references. Every Soulsborne game is a reference to this. This Evil 4 dropped a leaf when I killed it. I punched the concept of evil to death, and it had a leaf. Nice. I'll eat that later. The shadow in my heart has been purified. I realize that I just had to believe it. No, I realized I just had to punch evil. If we just keep killing things, including the concept of killing things, then it's fine. If you feel guilty about all the souls you've taken, why not take the soul of the guilt? Yes, a new way out of this conundrum. No power of friendship. You just have to hit the QTE 3 times, baby, and evil will be destroyed. XXX Borg Killer XXX, please, open your eyes. And I think we're guilt-free. We're guilt-free. Let's kill this bat. I'm going to rip this bat apart with my bare hands. And if anyone's got a problem with that, I will rip your problem with that apart with my bare hands, okay? There's no defeating this rhetoric. I win, unfortunately. Now, looks like YYY Pro Lover... Oh, I fucking missed it. YYY Pro Lover YYY was going to hit a bat with a book. But she took the peaceful path. She doesn't have room in her heart to commit grievous bodily harm against local mammalian creatures. Well, I don't have that compunction. And I will punch that compunction were I to have it. The Shadow Heart has been solved. I was actually going to say this is going to be the end of this look into this game for a very simple reason that I'll show you just as soon as I get done beating this bat to death with a book, which is right now, in fact. Pro Lover leveled up for all that bat beating. Oh, and I'm gaining some elemental energy of some kind. Cool, thank you for the souls. Very good. Why we can't advance is because we opened the sluice gate. It said something like we have to rest so it will drain. I don't know, isn't it the same as before? Where do we go? I kind of thought maybe you could go this way. I don't know. Okay, I also don't care. So, that's the end of Shadowheart. This game intrigued me greatly. I think there could be some more meme potential hidden deep into this game. Especially because of that. Are you seeing that right now? That's really good. I'd be willing to play quite a lot of the game just to see that some more. That's really good. Here's what I was thinking, and this is why I think these like old PS2 games or PS1 games are so interesting, because these things have quite a lot of content in them. Yeah, okay, whatever. But, yeah, start game. I wasn't reading it. No, I'm back here. You can't find the system data. Create the system data. Yes, in order to save this game, you need to create system data. Good. I know. Start game anyway. No. Okay. Woo! And other comments. So I'm the real hero. What I wanted to say is that most of old PS2 and PS1 games are basically lost media. That's the thought I had the other day. Because while you can get them, you have to put real work in to see everything below the surface. It's not like a book where you could just open it and see the content. You can't just see what's in a game. You have to do something. You have to spend time to get there. It's like a place you go. So I think it's interesting to explore these games. I just realized what the problem is. Japanese control format. I think it's interesting to explore these games. Something, I'm justifying why this is happening, okay? I'm a hero. You never would have seen the beginning of Shadow Hearts or whatever that was last time. That's another game where I'm like, that game was probably good. There's probably something 30 hours into Shadow Hearts that's really interesting and nobody has seen. And I could have been one of the few people to see it and show it to you, and we'd all have a great time. Will this also provide a great time? I don't know. Shaman King, Power of Spirit. Probably not. Let's just play it. Let's find out. Are you serious? It's got an English language opening song. Look at Rio. This looks pretty goddamn good. Again, nobody would ever see this. This is basically lost media. I had to go through a whole drama with the system data to see this. You can't just watch this, okay? This is special. What you're seeing right here is a treasure found once every 500 years. I don't know. I don't know. I'm losing faith in my own argument. No, I am a hero, and you are privileged to be here with me, looking at whatever this is. Ah, this is the most relaxing spot in the world. This is the most relaxing spot in the world. This low poly graveyard at night. I don't know. He read the name completely accurately, the narrator said. The characters went on, explaining fully the context of the situation. So you seem kind of bummed. Well now, the only way to defeat the warrior from the Grand Shaman Council is to press the secret code which was written on his bandana. Up, down, up. In the actual CG rendering, there's like 5 ups and downs on his bandana, but only 3 in the anime picture. 0 out of 10. Okay, the first lesson is about quote-unquote movement, so-called movement. Scientists in their high towers have invented a new technique called movement. I will now give you a series of 26 lectures explaining the details. Again, on the other video I made on another channel, I was complaining about exactly this kind of mechanic. It's not required to have a target selection system if there's only one target. Why don't we just fucking assume I wanted to go for that target? Alright, game design, UXXX, baby. We did it. I told it to attack the guy. Something's happening. Well, this is more interesting than usual. Let's begin. Is there going to be like oh my Christ, there's actually something happening here. Okay, this is 1,000 times better than I expected it to be. I thought it would just go 2 damage. This is a practice round. So it's a turn-based tactics game where there's also a fighting game section in the middle. Oh, you can do it in 3D as well. It has actually the same controls as Soul Calibur. Pretty good, actually. There's Soul Calibur in this game. Turn-based tactics with Soul Calibur. We're actually talking literally pressing up, down, up makes you evade attacks like in Soul Calibur. So that really was a great tip written on his face. I'm not joking, I'm really good at Soul Calibur. I'm just getting absolutely obliterated. I can't get one attack in edgeways. Please stop beating the shit out of me. I can't get one attack in between his attack cycles. I attacked him one time. I've made a huge amount of forward progress. You know what I think's happening here? Yes, the controls are reversed. The top button is the weak attack and the right button is the strong attack. I understand. I'm beginning to understand. Yes, I'm going to own this guy up. I'll be honest, I'm finding this extremely difficult as fighting games go. You're sort of getting owned all the time because you're getting these stun lock combos where there's not quite enough time after the combo ends to land and attack yourself, and you get stun locked again. Absolutely obliterated. Please tell me you are supposed to lose. I can't start the tutorial again. Guys, I'm really good at this kind of game. Game over. I actually thought I was good at this kind of game. When I was in university, I used to play like Soul Calibur 2 on the max difficulty and impress people at how good I was at godforsaken Soul Calibur 2 on the PS2. But I couldn't get past the tutorial of Shonen Jump. The controls are backwards. Excuse. No, not like this. No, not like this. Please let me hit them once. Block. Now! Yes! With the absolute perfect timing, I was able to hit the enemy. No! I'm back in the stunlock form. No! Please, for the love of Christ. The opening is so narrow. It's so narrow. Oh, maybe I can press down. Wait, up. It's up, down, up, down, up, down, up. No, up, down, up. Oh, up, down, up. Oh, it's actually doing something. Up, down, up. Up, down, up. Oh, it's actually doing something for 1 second. That was actually doing something. Spirit Unity, 100%, Spirit Control. The tutorial is like you have to do something to unleash your inner samurai. We have to do things differently. Make your samurai's form become solid. And I was like, what? And now I'm gonna get my ass beat by the tutorial again. Like, see, there's a guy standing behind me. You can make the guy do something, I think. I couldn't do it. No, I actually can't do it. Well, there you go. I'm just too bad at games. I just literally can't do it. It needed more introduction, I guess. How about the first enemy doesn't fucking beat you into a pulp with a stun-locking combo instantly? Come on, let me press the attack button 1 time. How about that as a consolation prize? Okay, I actually thought this game looked pretty good, but I couldn't get past the tutorial. Gaming journalism moment. I'm gonna have to give it a 0 out of 10. If we're gonna beat this guy, we need to do things a little differently. You with me? Let's do the same thing we tried 3 times already. What's the different thing you're referring to? Ending the turn? Ending the turn? Was that what you're talking about? Well, now I'm up. Now he's just gonna beat my ass. Okay, he's just gonna beat my ass. Please, yes, now, yes, 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 I did it with 1 pixel of hell. Total points, -98. D-O. Thanks, game. Okay. Well, a strong negative score in the tutorial. At least I found Dobby pickles and Dobby buns. Do you want to touch Dobby's pickle? Never mind. So many brain worms. I've been destroyed and crushed by the tutorial of this game. They say games in the past used to be harder, but mainly it's just because they were worse. This is just straight up harder. I'm too tired to appreciate it now. I'm too beaten down. Look at this shit that's on the screen. You think I'd appreciate that, wouldn't you? You think this is pretty good. The character, she's got it going on, as the kids are saying these days. She makes my toes feel like fireworks. I don't know what we're talking about here. There is another girl, just as I thought. Who? No, Anna, it's not what it. Yo! I mean, it's all happening. It's all happening. Voice acted by Offie D. If you want to know, is my voice acting real? Oh, here's some good news. Oh, here's some really good news. It's not responding to the controls anymore. I did it. I finished the game. I finished it. It's like, please, did I accidentally unplug the controller? No, I totally didn't. Right, it is actually legit broken. I'm off the hook. Woof, I'm off the hook. It's broken. It's the year 20XX. Street golfing is the biggest event in the world of sports. Other words, therefore it's prohibited to perform street golfing without permission. Oh my god. We've stepped into the edgiest golf game known to man. This is street golf, which, I don't know, I imagine is really good, okay? I'm imagining so much about street golf. This Tekken-ass intro, again, so good. What if Tekken was a golf game? I quite like this already. It's the goddamn same thing as the previous game, but it's golf. That should be nice and relaxing and easy, even though it's underground, illegal street golf. I can see why it's illegal. You blocked the entire city center to play goddamn golf. People complain when you, take over the countryside to play golf. You can't also do that in the middle of the city, okay? Seriously, we are actually trying to live our lives, golfers. Can't you let us live? There are so many golf characters in this golf game. A Street Fighter parody? Maybe that's what they were going for. I can't talk. I'm overcome by my excitement to play Street Golfer. Let's do it. Again, I'm the real hero. Oh, wait. The control's not working for this game as well. Oh no, maybe the controller really did just break. I guess that gets me off the hook if the controller's broken. SOS Game Street back at it again. Shit. I fixed it. Shit. No. No, I don't have to go back and play the rest of the previous game because I didn't make a save and I'll never get past the tutorial again. So I'm pretty much logged out of that game. Oh, you have to scroll through all the clubs. That sucks. Some of these controls are weird. Pressing the right analog stick to the right does that. Pressing it to the left, it's changing something. Oh, what are the? Oh god, I hit the ball. Let's play. What even are the mechanics of this game? You're looking at the screen. I'm looking at the screen. What are the mechanics of this game? We got the sonar pulse coming out the ball. There's a kind of targeting reticule down there. I don't think I can move it with any of these controls. I think I'm beginning to learn. It's a lot to do with flicking the right stick downwards for some reason. So you flick it down again, something else happens there, and the target reticule does something. I hit the... Oh my god, I'm actually doing it this time. Press down on the right stick to do that. Press it again to do that. Press it again. I don't know what that part did. We hit the ball in the relevant direction. This is a first in this Street Golf gameplay commentary. Looks like it's going to bounce sort of towards the hole. Oh, it got stuck in a really awkward corner on the street. That's really shit. Let's try and actually get it in the hole. Oh my god. You could also do this. Want to further inspect how shit your prospects are? I failed. Up to about 200. Yeah, then it comes back down to here. No idea what that part does. No idea what that part does, but the ball is now flying towards the golfing area. We're getting golfed. Oh, we're actually pretty close. We're only like 6 over par. Now it's got to tap it really lightly, like that. Ave Maria. You're tearing me apart, Street Golf. Ooh, well, I definitely hit the ball that time. I'm beginning to learn how to play Street Golf. I kind of like golf games, you know, because it's just like physics, and oh my god, what a trash shot. Oh Christ, I have to get it round a corner as well. Oh Christ, oh god, it's happening. At least I can turn this way this time. I need to absolutely thwack it off of like a building in the distance. Like, nah. What could this mechanic even be that we're doing there? I like the idea. It feels like something's happening. Off of that building, so it goes around the corner in the street. Come on. Ooh, that's okay. There's a chance if we get an amazing third shot, we'll hit this par 4. But overall, again, it's too hard for me. It's way too hard, guys. Can we get some baby games in here? I need some fucking baby games. No, whoops. Oh, I hit it by accident. No, Christ, no. No. Look, here's the thing. You press the stick to the right to zoom the camera forwards like this and look at where you're shooting. But if you accidentally press it down, it starts your shot and you get absolutely boned, as I did just then. Yes! Guys, I got a triple bogey in Street Golf. What? What did I do wrong? She asks. I don't know, I hit the ball too many times. Why are every single goddamn control is on the right analog stick? There's a whole ass controller right here. Somehow we're not even last. Someone's doing worse than us here in Street Golf. Oh, it's because of the hole score on the right. So we've only played 2 holes and we're in the middle. But like the guys who are worse than us have played many holes. So we have plenty of time to rack up more over par points and fall down this table. We've not lost this one yet, boys. So let's try harder and make sure that we have lost this one. I don't know. I actually, again, like this game. I hate the controls passionately, but I love the idea of a punk underground street golf game. It's a fun golf game that's marginally more fun than a normal golf game while being mechanically exactly the same, so everybody wins. It's just a straight up improvement. I consider this to be a good game based on this absolutely miserable experience I just had, okay? There's no evidence. I mean, we all watched the video, we all saw what happened. There's no evidence to back up what I'm saying, but I'm solidly saying that this is a good game, okay? I promise you this would be good. Now let's move on. Okay, I did it. I found a way to go from talking about the English Civil War to NordVPN. I hate doing this. It's so lame. I had this idea that, okay, you're in the English Civil War, right? Maybe you just don't want to be involved in the English Civil War, so we can start thinking about the concept of privacy, and that's going to be the only possible segue between talking about Parliament and the King fighting to you should get a VPN. Because if you had a VPN, maybe you could not have to join either side and not have to get like dragged around the country by these people who will just get you killed for their own personal gain. Like, the absolute best that can happen is you lose your job and family. That's the maximum or minimum amount of shit that you'll go through if you get caught up in this shit. And I don't know what the possible reward is. I mean, maybe you'll get your guy to rule over you. Your guy doesn't know you, okay? He doesn't know you. He doesn't care about you. King Charles I Stuart isn't going to do anything for you that's better than you having to, like, quit your job, leave your family, walk around for years, like 30% chance that you'll die of disease no matter what happens. And if you're not one of the 30% who dies of disease, you're one of the 65% that has disease and just didn't die of it. So you're still living in misery. And you might have permanent problems for the rest of your life, no matter what happened, even if you never saw a battle. And if you do see a battle, well, there's a chance you'll die there as well, I heard, I don't know. So basically, if you want to stay out of this bullshit, because basically everything's going to end up exactly the same no matter how it ends, you might as well just not take part in it. Get a VPN, and then Parliament won't monitor your pigeon post. And work out that you secretly really do support King Charles. You just can't be asked to do anything about it. Suganai Atonement, USA.bin. And this is that thing I said about lost media. Like, if you get a video or a book or like a poster or something from the past, you look at it, you know what it is. But when the aliens uncover this file from a lost hard drive, you have to really do work and know a lot about specifically what this is to have any chance of uncovering what this 723 megabytes of data actually could possibly be. Oh my god, this game's a goddamn paradise. A paradise game. After all the stress brought to you by NordVPN, we can finally go to paradise and find atonement. Suganai. Head Monkry, my lord, NordVPN called. They thought your segue was shit. How is this possible? Oh, I'm already dead. Okay, we started off dead, good. But to see an astral body with my own eyes, I could finally be bothered to do it. It's something people only dream of. Well, I'm not going to say anything to that. I've received a lot of compliments in my life. Like, usually when people look at me, they don't see that the sight is something they've only ever dreamed of. Well, obviously they do, actually. That happens to me all the time, actually. I say, I'm the guy who finds out how to make segues between the English Civil War and NordVPN. And, it's like, it's a tidal wave of feminine attention, shall we say, knocking down my door at all times. So it might be the bailiffs. Nobody quite knows. What chain of events has led to this? Well, first, somebody came up with the idea that why don't we route internet traffic through my server instead of your internet service provider's server, and I promise I won't tell anyone what you did. Wink. And then you charge them for that. It makes your internet a bit slower. It transfers who steals your data from the ISP to the VPN provider. And theoretically, that's better in some way. Those are the 3 towers of the Sacred Island. So the treasure orb is supposed to be there. Let's exposit everything just before we complete our mission, for convenience sake, just in case someone only showed up just now. Look at the draw distance on that sea. This is a very, there's so little in the scene, it feels like you could put more processing power into having more of the background fleshed out. Meet our new edgy main character, who looks off into the sea and says nothing. You know, the guy on the left is bobbing up and down way too much for how the ship is moving. I think he's very slowly doing miniature squats as we talk. Anyway, hey, are you listening? No, not really. I'm more interested in what your exercise regime here is. And he says, whatever, got blanked by NordVPN, alright. The liminal feel, and that music, and the whoosh water sound in the background, and this relatively high quality running cycle, I like this a lot. This is perfect. Oh no, the relaxing music became less relaxing all of a sudden. You can see the edge of the world. Can we do a compilation? I'm only going to play games where it has a slightly entertaining run cycle. But I really like the vibe. This part of the vibe is much better. I like the vibe of this situation. I got one medicine. Cheers, mates. We are going to trot our way to victory in our quest for the sacred orb. This vibe, guys, is about to hit those liquid drum and bass breaks, 90s style. I'm so ready. I'm so ready for whatever's happening here. They could have hit the generic harpsichord ass, generic medieval music sounding ass music, and it would have been fine. This is 1,000 times better, except for this part. This does not bode well. It reminds me of that game that I was in, where it said something like, "This building bodes," and it does not bode well. And it made me think, what does bode even mean? Oh no, it's a saber-toothed frog. Or some similar bullshit, yeah. Let's not look into it. Wow, that sound effect, the bong, Windows 98 ass, this has a really great aesthetic. Let's listen to this battle music a second. This battle music is more of the sound font I expected them to use, and I'm disappointed they've gone for it. I mean, I wanted it to switch into the for this part. That would have been much better, right? We're going to remake this game with more drum and bass in it. Anyway, oh my god, but there's 4 kinds of guard to use outside of the turn. Okay, so there is something going on. I thought it was just the most generic, press attack to attack system. There's actually also some real-time inputs going on here. We can press X to normal guard, press square to strange guard, and I think we all know what that means. What else we've got? Triangle is counter guard, circle is backstep. So there's actually some action game controls in there. Doesn't hurt to know the basics. Tell me more? Can you tell me what that second thing even was? Yeah, what was that? By the way, what are you talking about? Guarding the enemy's attack with Strage Guard, you can build up your fighting spirit. Strage points. Why did you have to call it Strage? Stop making up words. Bode isn't a word. Strage isn't a word. I think we're all agreed. That's one of those ancient sayings. Of the 32 strategies, the best one is run away. Only those that can earn the right to survive on the battlefield by bravely running away from every battle are true warrior. I suppose that is how you survive on the battlefield. I mean, it's the lowest probability of death if you're just not even there. There you go. I'm the greatest warrior. I've never been defeated in 1,000 battles. I've also never been to 1,000 battles. So, there wasn't even a chance. I didn't even give them the chance. That's how powerful I am. I think I prefer this to Shadow Hearts, or whatever that other thing was called. That one had a slightly better walk cycle, or run cycle, I think. This one just seems like a better put together overall game, but I actually do want to play both of them. I like this kind of game. I guess it just reminds me of playing Final Fantasy VIII in primary school, that sort of thing. Where there's a really linear adventure, but it somehow feels so exploratory at the same time. We're going to walk into this tower. We're probably going to fight a frog, and there's something comfy about the turn-based battle system, where if you just took your hands off the controller, nothing bad would happen, I suppose. Oh my god, there's a man-cheater in here. Well, let's just get down to business. I don't know. Backstep. Yes, that actually counts as blocking it. We've made some progress. I don't know what that Strage Guard is, but Just pressing circle seems to be a better option. Let's try pressing triangle. That's a less better option. Okay, why are there 4 blocks? Why are there 4 blocks? Feels like there's some strategy to it. Here's the other block. Oh, that block seems better. You can just not get hit by the attacks. Wait a second. I've worked out a great strategy. Just don't get hit by the... Oh, wait, it costs that thing at the bottom. So you have to build up that bar by getting hit. And then now and again, you can choose to evade attacks. But you still have to time it right. That's quite a decent action game system to put on top of the turn-based JRPG happening in the background to that. That's something interesting to think about. That's good. This is good. This is good. This is good. This is like a good example of this kind of game. So maybe you don't like this kind of game being attacked by fucking bats. Remember what I said, where if you take your hands off the controller, nothing bad happens? I don't know, I'm being swarmed by bats now. All it needs is the other thing as well, so the 4 buttons do something different when you attack, and there we go. I keep forgetting to press it. Triangle. No, that was the wrong timing. Yeah, again, there is some timing to it, and we're already half dead. I can sense me not getting to the first save point or something. There we go, that was the actual thing you're supposed to do. Now I have enough bar, I can probably dodge the next attack. Ready? Ready? Now! Yeah, boy! We're playing some Sunagai Atonement right here. Oh, I see the strange counter. While it has that harder timing, you get an attack if you successfully pull it off, so it is better than the other counters. This is good. This is actually, like, these mechanics, I approve. That's a fine set of mechanics. You can make a whole game out of just that. And it seems that they did. But again, listen to that music. It's so vibey. And this huge empty space with the skybox. And just like, this is it. It's not even like a Windows 98 vibe. It's a really JRPG vibe. Does anybody even know what I'm talking about? I do know what I'm talking about, but I can't put it into words. I'm saying that this, for some reason, is it. This is it. This is easily the best game of all the ones I've played so far. Easily, okay? Hey, the battle music changed for some reason. And there it is. I actually pulled off the thing. Nice. It's funkier than before. Things got funky. Can I do it this time? Yeah, boy! I learned to parry in this game much faster than in Dark Souls. I even got 9 points of tactical bonus, I guess, for doing it. So it looks like you get more experience points if you actually do it correctly. Yeah, it seems that way. Well, and it dropped medicine. This is going really well. I'm surprised by a game that just had some words as the title. I thought, whoa, this is an actual thing. I'm glad that I've at least begun to find out what the 723 megabytes of this actually were. There's a really, there are tracks like this that are in Final Fantasy VIII. This vibe, something like the sound font and the specific way it's using it reminds me of some of the chiller and vibier moments of Final Fantasy VIII and the graphical style as well. And I do enjoy, something. I'm guessing these enemies have an aggro radius that is kept to extremely strictly. So here you go, here's your secret Sugunai Atonement technique. Stand on the line that the shadow makes coming through this window, and that's about as far as the man cheater will come for you. Oh, I absolutely love the battle starting noise. So it's got that. It's the same noise on PS2 when you start it up. It goes. No, I guess it makes that sound. Well, I forgot the counter. Yes, it's the same noise that the PS2 system menu makes. Maybe that's why it's a good vibe. We defeated the monkey bats once again. It's the bass. It's the bass. The dum 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 in the background. That's it. That's the vibe source. So good. So good. And the running cycle. So good. So good. So good. I forgot I was called NordVPN. Oh, the vibe was just completely shattered all of a sudden. NordVPN. This tower is brought to you by NordVPN. There he is. Oh, I can equip the Rom Lure, an amulet with a demon sealed within. Okay, fine. Just equip that. Oh, I think I see. We're equipping things by fitting them into this puzzle, right? So I say I want my flame lump goes here, and now we can cast magic. I can only do it once. Let's just do it once just for fun. But again, that's an interesting equip system. So the magic has a different shape, and you have to fit it into your magic board thing, I guess. Ah, we messed up the counter. Well, anyway, that doesn't need to be that good. So again, I'm impressed. They could have got away with having that be much worse. We'll just go for the dodge here. Let's not risk anything. We've got full bar, you know, a tiny bit of tactics available. All it needs is sort of better UX in terms of, like, you don't need all these delays between the actions and, like, the running up to each other. It should just, like, you just go over there and do it instantly. Yeah. Basically, this needs a remake. Like, forget the Final Fantasy VII remake. Why don't you remake this classic title? I would be interested. I'd be interested. I can see there's some bullshit down there. Okay, that's probably the first boss. I'm just trying to get to the first save point, so we'll get there. Oh, come on, Manticore. You think you can beat me? Too easy. I find it really satisfying being able to jump between the dodge and the counterattack. There's just something good about that. Why weren't all games doing that? Now, all this game needs on top of that is the same thing offensively, where you have 4 different offensive modes and you press something differently as you attack, to attack differently. One more layer. It's almost there. I can sense the perfect turn-based combat JRPG design. Oh, for fuck's sake. The game design man was mauled by a manticore, thus preventing us from having to listen to his bullshit. Can I get the counter? No. The timing's difficult because it jumps at you, stands there and waits, and then attacks you. And bang, there's where I want the other mechanic. Like, there's that little delay where you're not really pressing anything. Oh, for fuck's sake. I made it to the save point, so I'll leave it there. But that was good. That was real good. Oh no. Now I have to say this in real life. And like, 100,000 people will hear me say it. That's the part you have to don't think about, okay? You have to not think about. It's words, Devin. Back at it again with all of the sentences. I can write, but I can't talk. That's basically my problem, alright? Like, they're using me the wrong way round in this service. Apart from this, the only thing they allow me to write is the goddamn advertisements. And I'm mad. You messed up. But I'll forgive you. You can get your Suganai Atonement if you play Suganai Atonement and say that it's good. Put that in the talking points, alright? This video is brought to you by goddamn Suganai Atonement on the PS2. This is its natural resolution. Remember the past when things were small? This text of a NordVPN ad is higher resolution than this masterpiece. We've got so much better technology. This game needs a remaster. Even a Google Docs remaster would be higher resolution. Now my This Is Content video is basically sponsored by NordVPN because I mentioned it so many times. This is a reverse sponsor. Like, not just NordVPN, but all of the like internet VPN services that advertise on YouTube through like these integrated sponsorships. They do this because they can't get customers the normal way. The talking points have been scaled back over time. Now it's just like, oh, your data's encrypted. Did you know that basically all of your ISPs will encrypt your data anyway? The services that NordVPN provides are just the services you get already if you're using normal websites with a normal ISP and a normal antivirus program. It just gives you them again, but you pay money for it. So theoretically, it is better to use a VPN. It's a little bit slower and more expensive. It is more secure, but it's like 1% more secure, and it's not really any different, okay? NordVPN stops you getting your pockets picked as people pass you in cyberspace. What am I even talking about? Is this even true? Is the thing I'm saying this stops from happening even possible to happen? Has this ever occurred? I don't know. Like, theoretically, people could steal your data if they're wiretapping you, but your ISP almost certainly encrypts your data already. Like, any website with the HTTPS thing in the front is encrypted. Even your ISP themselves can't see a lot of the data that you're transferring on the network. They can just see, like, the top-level domain. They can see that you're on twitter.com, but they can't see what's actually being exchanged between Twitter and you, because that part is already encrypted by the ISP. So, I don't think this service does anything, okay? Prove me, right, if you're NordVPN, write in the comments, what does your service even do that that the services people already have to get don't do for you already in the modern age? That's the end of this reverse advertisement of NordVPN, sponsored by NordVPN. Apparently, like all of the VPNs where it's something VPN, there's a whole bunch of them on YouTube, they're all the same service, and I think they're all the same scam to one extent or another. So don't worry about that. I am now going to go on some video and try to sell 200,000 goddamn people NordVPN in the most cynical way possible. Why? Because they'll pay me $100. That's why. I'm back for the final game. We're finally here. I feel kind of more alive since I played that other game, Suganai Atonement. That game was good. My morale when it comes to PS2 games has risen a lot. Also, I'm not ill anymore. I think that's risen my morale quite a lot. I did most of this series. For some reason, this was the record when I'm ill series that I've been gradually making. So this time, we're going to play a game straight up normally. It's the final entry. It's called Vampire Panic. The text does not look very good. This clearly doesn't upscale very well. But I'm ready for some Halloween action. It was just Halloween in real life. The game was translated by Transgen. Oh, I see. This is one of these ISOs where this is a game that was never released in the West, and some fan has made a Western release of it. So, like, this is an even deeper hack than a usual ISO. Like, most ISOs are basically abandonware. This is abandonware that somebody has decided is good enough to fix and re-release on some shady website. So here we are. Vampire Panic. Copyright Sammy. Good job, Sammy. No date, no problem. So we've got very high expectations since someone clearly thought we needed to see this. Like, the English-speaking world needs to see this. So far, it's looking pretty good. I always wonder what kind of game a game is, and this is one where it's very hard to determine what game we're going to get from this cutscene. A vampire is attacking us, but we're not panicking. So, you know, we're remaining very calm, I think, and that's going to get us through this game. And we've gone on to this blank screen. The music's still going, so implying we're going somewhere. Was there just a huge gap? Was it that the Japanese text scrolled much slower than the English text? So here we go. A few days later. Really simulating the a few days later by making you wait a few days and then it says a few days later. I'm not a suspicious guy. I just want to rest from a trip. I believe him. I believe him. That's exactly what a not suspicious guy would say. Can I just come in here? Where even is here? I told her no. Even if you're transformed. What does that mean? Transformed? What? What a troublesome guys. I'm getting really pissed off. I am a little panicked by what's happening in the background. Clearly this game doesn't emulate very well, you know. The foreground's good enough. That'll do. Let's meet Jin after sunset. That's one way of putting it. Oh, the letter. Yes, he said he was going to wait for us in a hut on the outskirts of town after sunset. I wonder who and what we're talking about and what this game is. So far, it's looking pretty good. We're going to investigate and ask around with the townspeople. Let's ask the old man first. Ask him about what? Please, why is there no opening cutscene or something? I guess this is the opening cutscene. If Eel is here, that means this is getting worse. Oh no. By the way, when you said this, can you expand greatly on what you were referring to? There's a monster around here? Question mark? Well, you already extrapolated from that. Yes, indeed. Okay, let's fight the monster. Something funny starts over here. All evenings, you can see people like drunk, but they didn't drink at all. I mean, you sound like you're like drunk, Thomas, but I suspect you've just been infected by someone who speaks English as a second language and has almost written it correctly. Go and ask other people. You explained how to ask other people what's going on so much. In that time, you could have explained what's going on. You clearly know, and then he ran away. All right. Well, that's the Lord House. Let's check it out. We are literally playing a video game. Oh, it's got that static, like, pre-made camera position thing going on. Always fun. I always like it when the direction the controls are referring to changes constantly. Let's open the door. Hey, I need to ask you about something. Well, about everything, really. Oh, it's rare to see a traveller. What do you want? Your baby's making the cat meowing sound. Please double check what that is. I don't know the details, but yes, monsters appear every night since 10 days ago. The monsters are attacking the people of this town. Their number increased over time. The people are very scared. Okay, there's some bullshit going on. There's a mysterious black shadow, attacks people, turning them into ghosts. What? Oh, sorry, she got scared. This recording of a baby that I'm holding is scared. It doesn't quite look like how somebody runs around. I guess because there's no up and down motion in this running, so this is a very optimized running technique when like none of your momentum is going up and down as you go along. A quite decent, high-level jogging technique. It just seems like he's sort of leaning a bit unusually. Okay, my critique of this run cycle is that it's okay. I'm not laughing, I'm not cringing. I'm okay with this run cycle, but I would expect it either better or worse. There's an old castle named Inselberg near the town. Count Castelver was a devoted magician. It's said that he invoked a demon and was eaten by him. Just a rumour. Would be real easy to confirm a rumour as extreme as that. Was he eaten by a demon or not? Why don't we invite him to come and explain for himself? So immediately, the mystery of why the town is under attack by demons seems to be connected to the fact that there's a demon-summoning magician who lives in a castle right outside the town. I mean, is it profiling to assume that that guy did it? Is that profiling? Is our investigation over, Mary? We need to talk to the Lord first. Is it this guy here? My Sophia's in this town. No! It's the cutest girl in the world! Says Roy. I love everything about her. I look at her every day. Well, that sounds great. We've all got a favourite body pillow, I know. You're from Ila. Do you come to kill people? Who are you? I responded. I'm Zuriel. Ila's members have taken care of this bell for ages. So are you in my squad? Who are you? It's time to die and be reborn, the man screamed from the bell tower, not suspiciously. The bell always rings at sunrise. It's been long since we had peaceful times. Thanks for the help. I thought the game was sort of pushing me to talk to this guy. A common graveyard was created because of the plague. Nobody knows when it was done. Why? How do you even know it was done? You don't know when it was done? Nobody remembers when the plague was. Nobody wants to investigate it. Does it have to have this, like, oldie-timey film filter over the top as well? Because it's like, it's in colour and everything. It's just incongruous. You shouldn't even try to have that effect because it's so far away from succeeding. We can get out of the town if we don't make any noise and be silent. Make sure to do both. I love you, Nicholas. Oh, wait for it. Sighed very prematurely. Shh, someone came. And so have I. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, my alert bar went up slightly. Oh, you can roll. Okay, this is forward progress of a sort. Let's roll in this direction. It doesn't even deplete my stamina bar. This is the worst Souls-like of all time. I'm an useless old man. Did you come to laugh at me? Why? Well, I don't know. I have no reason to do it. No, true. Leave me alone. Please leave. Another epic scene. It feels like everything about this game would be better if the camera wasn't doing this. If the camera wasn't changing every 5 microseconds. Ooh, is something happening? Someone help me. What was that? No, it came from outside. Okay. Any more details? I mean, we're kind of there, you could argue. Say what? I didn't hear anything. Now scram. Okay, never mind. Here we go, some zombies. We're mere seconds away from discovering the genre style of this game. What's happening here? Oh, what's all this then? Nothing. Beware. Get away from them. Eh? So you're... What happened? It should have been voice acted like this. I'll explain later. Hurry and follow me. We need to meet up with Jin. No. Why don't we fight the monsters? Please. Can we just do something? What? Hey, where are you going? Explain yourself. Oh, at least they're coming with us. Can you come to some sort of tutorial battle area or something like that? That would be great. Shriman? What happened to you? Ooh. Gia? It's too late. The voice acting was too good. This? Once it becomes a beast, it's done. I'm sorry, but we'll have to defeat it. I'm so ready. I'm so panicked by this vampire. Please, sigh. I'll have to beat you. Boring, the main character said. Lock it with L2 and attack with square. Lock it, baby. Yeah, boy. Oh. Okay, well Mere seconds of gameplay action. And now we're back out of the game. Did you see that? I did a thing. He returned to human form. Forgive me. I couldn't save you. It kind of feels like we did. I don't know. Whatever. Please. Please. Please stop. I'm so ready to play a video game. Look at this. Look at this. I set a dog on fire. Wow, you attack twice, it uses all your stamina, and look how slowly it regenerates. Oh, you are not supposed to attack in this game. Alright, oh my god, the camera angles as well, the camera angles. I guess I had to talk to this guy who's running about. Please, please, for the love of Christ, please. And you change direction every time the camera changes. Oh, yeah, you actually can't attack once you're out of stamina. We just walk off, I guess. Maybe just don't fight the enemies, that'd be easier. Oh my Christ, just don't. Just don't. Just keep running. I don't know where we're going, and the fact that camera keeps changing direction means that, like, orientation is just out of the question at this stage. Let's run towards this corner. This looks like it could be something. I think that was an optical illusion. Sorry, Jacob. I'm gonna have to just leave you there. Sorry, Jacob. I'm going, alright? Looks like Jacob's having a bad time. Can I get to the next screen and deload Jacob before he dies? Like this? Ah, now it just says Nathan instead. Okay, I think we solved that problem. I don't know. Why is this so bad? It actually can't be this bad. We attack this guy. There we go. How about that? I guess nothing happens when you kill the enemies, so you might as well just walk past them. I guess it's that situation. I suppose it's more like a puzzle. We have so little stamina, and you just have to work out, like, when is it worth bothering to kill the enemy, so that, like, the AI for the NPCs won't get stuck on them, and will be able to keep following me back to the objective, something like that. So you can run past enemies, or, and sometimes to really twist up the gameplay, you walk past them. Got 2 for the price of 1 there, that was worth the stamina. Yeah, go to the shelter. We saved 2 people, we sacrificed 1 in the confusion, but overall, I think this was a fine experience. Jacob! Jacob! Is that you screaming, Jacob? Jacob! Oh, there he is. He's alright. Jacob. Oh, I think maybe he's panicked. Jacob. I cannot speak right now. Can you follow? He used up all his stamina. I'm going to have to save him with my sword. I did not save him with my sword. I actually killed both enemies though, so that's good, isn't it? Now what? It's already dead. Jacob was killed by anatomy. He's kind of saying he had a heart attack or something. Oh, wait. If you press triangle, it attacks without using the stamina. Oh, okay, right, we're back in the game. you could just press triangle. It just said press square in the tutorial. Pressing triangle attacks, and it doesn't use stamina. A dungeon. This is like a game. Okay, I have to go to somewhere in the woods. Okay, so after 2 seconds of new gameplay experience, I just have to go back to the woods. Is this a rendering glitch, or is the floor moving? Are we about to fall through the floor? Go on. Go on. They're really dragging this out. Go on, fall through the floor. Go on, I dare. Can we jump a roll on it? Come on. Come on. My alert bar's going up as I walk on the floor. What does that mean? Alert. I'm getting more and more alert. How alert can I be? Are you ready for this, Wendy? Ready for the big one? We're at max alert. And, oh, it makes a vampire appear. So that was actually a thing. Wendy, what's the deal? Why, like, literally, why are you attacking me? Any excuse? Please. Snap out of it, Wendy. I guess the NPCs can't follow you once they've got the vampire disease. Oh, it wore off. It wore off after all. It wore off while I was looking the other direction. Okay, we've actually done it. I've actually made some progress in whatever this game was goddamn called. Vampire Panic. So yes, I thought it was going to be worse than it actually is, but I kind of liked the way that I thought it was bad. I thought they were going somewhere with that. I thought that was going to turn out to be good. And it'd be like, it's counterintuitive, but once you got into the idea of the strategy behind it, it would be like a thing where you're making some decisions, and it's less of a combat game, more of a puzzle game where combat is just the way you interact with the puzzle. That sort of thing. So from my high and mighty game design perspective, they blew it by letting you do this. So you have to use up all your stamina to do anything challenge run, while on the face of it is horrible. Could actually lead to an interesting design if you had to work with that limitation throughout the entire game. That's my conclusion on Vampire Panic. It's also really glitchy, and I hate the visual effect of like the oldie-timey film thing on top. They didn't even have film in 1808 when this is supposedly set, so it's not even time relevant. Like, it doesn't even need to be like this. Make it a pencil sketch or something, I don't know, whatever. This one actually comes with a README, which is quite rare for a PS2 ISO. I guess because this is one that somebody sort of hacked together from for a fan translation. Why Vampire Panic? At first, it could be a dull, boring game, but after some minutes of gameplay, you'll realize that this game is somewhat unique, with different gameplays, different endings, and different game modes as well. I think I'm going through that process with Vampire Panic. I think whoever wrote this is correct. In my haste, I actually missed Ilbard Lapita no Kirimachi, English, quote-unquote English, if you like, as some form of English, and Shining Force XOU undub. So those were two of these that I haven't played before and don't know what they are, so my goal was to play all the ones I hadn't looked at before. I guess I didn't look at this either, but we looked at the other one that was like that, so never mind. Whatever. Here are some games. Let me give you my final thoughts on these games. The ultimate PS2 review. Castle Shikigami, that was the one with the weird voice acting and the bullet hell gameplay. I thought that was good, but that's about it. That was good for what it was, but what it was bad. It was a great example of a bad game design. Da Vinci Code, amazing, changed my world, really good. I didn't really understand it because I think you might have had to see the film to understand it even slightly, and I struggled immensely with the idea that the words Da Vinci would be in the Da Vinci Code. I just really didn't expect them to be there, and that completely blew my mind and wasted 20 minutes of my life. Disaster Report, super good, super chill, liminal, an adventure game before adventure games were a thing. I have fond memories of Disaster Report, even though I don't think it was very good. I liked it, but it was bad. That's my review. We're doing some sort of objective versus subjective thing here. And I think we can do the same with Ephemeral Fantasia. It's, I guess, technically bad, but I enjoyed it to some extent. Oh no, that was the one where I got killed by a rabbit and had to start the entire game again. So actually, no, that sucks. So we're never going back to that. Eternal Poison is an interesting one. I actually thought it was good, and I played this off camera for a while, but it got to the point when it was really hard, and I discovered that you can't replay previous stages to grind for experience points, and I really didn't like that. Like, I really didn't like the idea that I couldn't make the game any easier or, like, work on problems. I just had to somehow complete a stage that I was finding really difficult. So I gave up on Eternal Poison. It was interesting, though. There was, like, way more stuff that I didn't show you in this video in there. There's more stuff going on in there. Doesn't matter. Khemia, that school simulator thing, that was one of my favorites. That was really good. I thought the gameplay was basically nothing, but I enjoyed that. I really like the game, or the game design concept, where it's 95% visual novel, and they have injected a tiny bit of gameplay in there so they can say that it's technically a game. I liked the idea that it's mainly just screaming at annoying cutscenes. I enjoyed playing that. King Kong, the other way around. A really good gameplay. For some reason, really good gameplay. Like a really high budget PS2 game. But I was blown away by how good it was and how low my expectations were. Those two things met and clashed, and boom. This comes away as one of, like, the standout features of this review series. Ping Pong. A relatively badly programmed ping pong game where if you win, the NPCs wear fewer clothes. Pretty good, but it feels like if you want the fewer clothes and you want the ping pong, there are better places to get both of those features. But if you really want them in the same place, ping pong is the only place you can go. It's a very low file size compared to the other game as well. Not much content in ping pong. Shadow Hearts, what was that? Oh, that was the thing with the run cycle and the edgy protagonist. Another game where I felt like I couldn't tell how seriously they were taking it, and that intrigues me. I think it would be amusing to play if they were taking it seriously. If it was supposed to be a joke, it's not funny enough. If it's not supposed to be a joke, it's perfectly funny. Good work, Shadow Hearts. Shadow of Destiny, a similar sort of thing. I actually played all of Shadow of Destiny. That was the thing with the really tall guy. I've played the entire thing, at least to one of its many endings. This one has a huge file size, as you can see. And it was a memorable experience. That's probably all we can say about it. I'm talking about something I didn't show you in this. In my memory, Shadow of Destiny was a big deal, but it barely featured in this video. I played it loads after it appeared in this video. This thing, Power of Spirit, the thing that's like Soul Calibur and a turn-based tactics game combined, too hard, but I thought the game design was really good. In principle, this would be really good if it had like a difficulty curve or like was more accessible. A really good idea that didn't work for me. Sorry, Power of Spirit. This was the first thing we played, Maid Fuku to Kikenju. It was broken. While it says it's in English, a lot of it wasn't in English. So very difficult to play. I didn't understand the premise at all, like what was happening, even slightly. I struggled with the controls. I was dying of like COVID or something when I was playing it, so I was just absolutely feverish. I have a negative impression of this game, very negative impression, I think. Possibly I'm thinking of the COVID more than the game. I forget. Street Golfer, very positive impression. I thought Street Golfer was great. I thought it was extremely difficult to control. The controls were mind-blowingly weirdly set up, making the game way harder than it needs to be. Super uncasual, casual golf game. But if you mastered those controls, I think it would be basically better than a normal golf game. So I've got to give it that. It's got the potential. The on-paper game design quality of Street Golfer is better than most golf games. I'm going to slap that down as my praise. Then, of course, the legendary Tier Ring Saga series Berwick Saga Lesberia Chronicle Chapter 174 version 2.3. A better than Fire Emblem-like. I've since learned that the Tier Ring series, or Tier Ring Saga, is basically a Fire Emblem spin-off that I think is made by some of the same people. I don't know what Berwick Saga means, but the Tier Ring part means it's a Fire Emblem-like, and it is very deliberately Fire Emblem-like. But from what I saw, it looked a little bit more advanced and complex than Fire Emblem, with all of the same problems, because they're just genre problems, basically being UX and like slow-to-control-ness problems. But it had potential from the like 5 minutes of gameplay I managed to get out of the 1 hour I spent playing that game. And then, of course, this thing, Sugunai Atonement, I thought that was super chill, Dark Souls style vibe, running about in a lonely, chill castle, fighting enemies with an interesting combat system and a parry system. I thought this was really good. I think that was my favorite that I played of all of them for like pure gameplay. And probably Khemia was the one that I thought was a favorite in terms of just like entertainment value. It seemed like a lot of effort, and a lot of earnest effort went in to some real trash right there. Similar vibes to something like Steamboat Chronicles or Sakura Wars. So I feel like I want to play more of that one, and I want to play more of that one myself.
Hey, it's your boy Huffy here. I actually played a whole bunch of Sugunai Atonement later. It's nothing like the beginning. After that beginning part, it's so completely different. That beginning part is really unique in the game. There's hardly any combat. It's a weird JRPG where you possess NPCs and do side quests as the NPCs. It's kind of innovative and cool and hard to explain, and I wanted to play more of it, but it kept crashing, so I had to stop. It doesn't emulate very well, basically. Now it's Devon from even further in the future. I managed to get it working again. I got it past the point when it kept crashing all the time. And it went back to being better. Like, I got through the part of the game where you do a whole bunch of nothing. And more like dungeons and stuff actually happened. And there's some JRPG action, and I enjoyed the combat more. And you can see this run cycle here on this girl's pretty good. This is footage filmed in the middle of the night on my phone. Clearly I was in pitch black, just playing some Sugunai Atonement in the void. Well, you know how it is. Yeah, so it's good, and I'm still playing it. I'm going to keep going. And for some reason, the one I actually played the most out of all of them was Shadow of Destiny, and I really can't explain myself with that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, okay? For whatever reason, I played all of Shadow of Destiny. In my defense, I was drunk at the time, if I recall. If I recall correctly, okay? Never mind. Now, that's some PS2 games. That was some PS2 games. All of the other ones that we didn't play are better than those, as far as I know, as far as I remember. There are like some real games here that I played for gameplay purposes. An unbelievable concept, but sometimes video games need to be presented as pure content. Let me know in the comments what other PS2 games would make for a great, not very enthusiastic review
from Offie D on another future in like 7 years, like PS2 ISO adventure on This Is Content. I think we learned a lot about the PS2 world, and there are like thousands of PS2 games. Like, this was just a random selection of games. We could easily do this 10 more times with another random set of games, and we'd find more treasures, more trash. And I think it's interesting to find both the treasures and the trash, because of that thing I was ranting about, where I'm the true hero. And the world will never know what happens in, say, like, the middle third of Vampire Panic, because nobody's seen it. It takes a hero like me to actually work your way through the game and find out what's there. And I thought there were promising mechanics in Vampire Panic. There might actually be some genuine fun that almost nobody on this goddamn planet's ever gonna have, unless somebody like me goes in and finds that fun and explains why it's good. Vampire Panic had real potential as a weird puzzle combat game, guys. This is my new favorite game design. And relax, we're done. We're free. Yes. Ignoring the fact I missed 2 of them, we're free. Thanks for watching. I'm out of here. Next time, I'm going to try a little bit harder and make some good content. All right, this is bad content in my estimation, so, you know, take that what you will. The next video is going to be better than this. I'm probably going to scream about the bourgeoisie. It's going to be some more classic content, and I'm going to make some content where I don't have COVID for most of it, okay? Okay, that's my quote-unquote guarantee. But if I do get COVID again, I actually will just do the exact same thing again, because I find it amusing to make videos while in a feverish, delirious state. I mean, it's enjoyable for all of us, I assume. Goodbye.
Oh! Better subscribe!